But his mother's already wise. Forward, dancing from the heart, dancing from the heart. And we are outside. I always make that mistake. Good night, good night, good night, good evening, good evening. Not good night yet, good evening. Say good night when you're going to your bed. Say good evening because it's in the evening. Good evening, family. You don't know it's your boy, Holy Fire 777, coming to you from Jamaica, the land that we all love, that was given to us from the one up above. Yeah. Just imagine that. It was given to us from the one up above. Yeah. Yes, and it's another Sunday evening. It is the 16th day of August, 2026, and there will never be another day like this. 16th of August, 2026. No, there will never be another day like this again. So if I give thanks to this day, big up all Jamaicans, especially today because today is Sunday. And I know a lot of Jamaicans have to eat rice and peas. Caribbean people overall, big up all Caribbean people. Caribbean people love a lot of them love the rice and peas. Yeah, some Caribbean people say peas and rice. But if you don't want to piss off a Jamaica, not talk crap about peas and rice. We say rice and peas. Big up yourself, Alan. We said rice and peas, no peas and rice. Yeah. Yeah, one fire. Big up yourself, Alan. Yeah. So yes, peeps, if you watch this channel, we kick it off already. By giving praise to the Most High, say one king. Now Jesus Christ, the King of all kings, the Lord of all lords. I don't know, every knee shall bow and every tongue confess. And him said, if you, afraid to shout him, to glorify him in front of the world, and that day, you get what I'm saying? I'm going to deny you in front of him, Father, and say, depart from me, I know you're not, you work at of iniquity. So, to me, I want him to do that. Me always have to hail the King of all kings. Yes. Yeah, rule all things in front of the whole world and show him, say, yo, I honor and respect the King of all kings, and I may serve. Yeah. So read Psalms 27, and then we get right into the show. Yeah. So he said, the Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked, even my enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell. Though an host should encamp against me, a big army of them, my heart shall not fear. Though war should rise against me, in this will I be confident. One thing have I desired the Lord, that I will seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of, and to inquire in his temple. For in time of trouble he shall hide me in his pavilion, and in secret place of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall set me upon a what? Upon a rock. And now shall my head be lifted up above my enemies round about me. Therefore I will offer in his tabernacle sacrifice of joy. Pick up yourself, joy. I will sing praise unto the Lord. Hear, O Lord, when I cry with my voice, have mercy also upon me and answer me. Yes, big up Father God, one Father God. So some people say, God them say, but which God them I talk about? Which God? There are many gods. They have to be more specific. There are thousands and thousands of gods. So they have to be more specific and say, yo, the God of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. The God that was right there with Daniel, the God that was there through the fire with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. The fact God that tell Moses, say, yo, take off your sandals because you're standing on holy ground. Yeah. The God that was there with the children of Israel, a cloud by day and a cloud of fire by night. That's the God we are talking about. Yes. The God that tell Moses stretching rod cross and part the Red Sea so the children of Israel can cross. And tell Moses to close it up again when the Egyptian them coming after the Israelites and all the Egyptian and Joan off. That's the God we are talking about. Same God. Elijah called upon and Elijah called on fire. You get I'm saying from heaven and burn up the altar and burn up the Baal prophets. Yes, that's the kind of God we are talking about. Yeah. That's the kind of God we serve. So, your peeps, hope you all had a wonderful week and will have a wonderful week. WEEK. Yeah, because we have to make it specific that we're talking about WEEK. Even though a lot of you feel WEAK, some of you might feel WEAK because you're depending on your own strength, not depend on your own strength, depend on the Almighty strength. You get what I'm saying? A lot of us we will feel weak in time, but only because we're depending on our own strength. Yeah. So in the week, in the WEEK, you will feel WEAK. But just know that the one that you depend on is strong. You get what I'm saying? So no need to feel WEAK and the WEEK. Big up on yourself. Yeah. So tonight, peeps, we're talking about water. Because I say water is life. Water is life. Most commercials that they advertise water, they always say water is life. So people say, okay, so they are selling life then. But again, nothing in life is free. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of people that expect things to be free. So well then the government and wherever you go shouldn't sell water. But so who's gonna pay for it and all of that? You have to be, sort out some way. You have to have some form of balance. You get what I'm saying? So no need to say we'll go pay for it. Unless you have a spring on your property or a river run through your property, then you're not going to pay for that. That's water. That's free water. But otherwise, anywhere else you go, you're going to pay for water. Unless the water fall from the sky, and you can catch it in a container, then you won't pay for that. But yes, water is life. Water is life. Water is even more essential if you are a married man than your wife. That's how essential water is. Just imagine that. If you are married, whether to a husband or your wife, water is more essential because you need it for your life. So, I would have to ask husband and wife, what would you prefer? To have water, for the case where you'd have to choose between water, your wife, or your husband, what would you choose? You're gonna lose a life without water. You get what I'm saying? So what would you choose? Would you choose your husband or your wife? Because water is life. Wow. I tell you, you know who love you. Because nobody wanna die. Everybody wanna go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. Everybody wants to go to heaven. So yes, peeps, as I said, we're talking about water. So the topic tonight is, should the drought affect Jamaica, the land of wood and water supply? I'm not easy. I have water this twice. Yeah. Yeah, should the drought affect Jamaica, the land of wood and water supply? Yeah. No need to have it water there twice. Yeah. So that's the topic. Should drought affect Jamaica, the land of wood and water supply? So should the drought affect the supply of water in Jamaica? Yeah, so I'm looking at let me say it before I'm going to jump into anything. From what I've seen, I definitely say no, the drought shouldn't affect our water supply. And I'm like, no, but it's a drought. Fire, if you say that, it's a drought. So what kind of foolish you're gonna say no? No, I don't think the drought should affect our water supply. But we depend on rainfall, and enough rain is not falling, so that is understandable that definitely we'll have a drought and affect our water supply. But no, it shouldn't affect our water supply. Bro, are you crazy? Yeah, me talk now like me talk to a third person. Yeah, but the drought shouldn't affect our water supply. Yeah, I've been watching, I looking at a guy named Yo Noel. Big up yourself, Yo Noel. Watching his video today. He do a video from about yesterday or day before, and I'm watching his video. And he's talking about the Hermitage Dam in Jamaica. And he's saying that the dam is actually empty, which is, you look at the dam is practically, the dam is very low. So low, it couldn't be lower. No dam shouldn't be so low. No dam shouldn't be so low. And the dam is low. I think they say it's like 40%. That's how low the water is. 40%. And for a dam to be like 40% capacity, that's low. You got I'm saying that means that the water run slow. That's low and it's running very slow. That's how it go. Yeah, but looking at it, I'm like, how much dam have they got in Jamaica? We need to have more. You got I'm saying? We need to have more dams in Jamaica. We need to have more dams. And I'm going to go into more stuff, peeps. When I really look at it and read it, and I'm like, which is I'm still gonna read it further up more in our conversation. So he said, Jamaica. Good night, Sister Daniel. So he said, Jamaica is currently experiencing a severe and worsening drought. The country is grappling with a critical low rainfall levels, declining river flows, and soaring temperature. Driven by what? The El Nino climate phenomenon. Yeah, that's what they say. Oh boy. All right. And it say all across. Yeah, no. Yeah, what go on? Because yesterday I was driving while I was on the road, I heard some public announcement from a loudspeaker. A car was driving, and it was saying this about mandatory water restriction. So this is the Jamaica is have a mandatory water restriction, and here are the mandatory water restriction and penalties. To preserve water for critical institutions like schools, hospitals, the government is enhancing a mandatory water order starting Monday, August 17, which is tomorrow. Today is the 16th. Mandatory. Yeah. The restriction apply heavily to 7 specific parishes. 7 specific parishes. Kingston, St. Andrew, St. Thomas. Listen, you know, Kingston, St. Andrew, St. Thomas, St. Mary, Portland, St. Anne, and St. Catherine. This must be a joke. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look for 2026. I had to look for 2026, or if it is actually in the future or at the before, but it's actually saying 2026. And I'm looking. Kingston, St. Andrew, St. Thomas, St. Mary, Portland, St. Anne, and St. Catherine. I was in St. Anne yesterday. Left Montego Bay. When I leave Montego Bay yesterday, there was no water here in Montego Bay, in the pipe. In my pipe, there was no water in there. But when I went to St. Anne, water. I saw water. You guys may post a video today. And I post a lot of shorts too. And I not even finished because that video is extremely long and I'm not going to make some long, boring video anymore. I'm going to try to keep you guys more enhanced or enticed. Yeah. But the video didn't finish it still. I'm going to show you water. And then water with wow. Water from heaven. that I'm wondering when I go to Saint Anne in OTHJER there, and I'm saying I don't even understand because no matter how time dry, you're going to Saint Anne, you're going to OTHJER and water flow to the mountains. And I'm like, Father, scientists want to say that water actually stores in the mountains and all of that in the earth. But I'm like, this is, I mean, something that I can't fathom. You get what I'm saying? Me just not understand it because scientists say that it's water is the trees and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean it's yeah, that's part of it too. They're the one that hold the water in the ground and all of that. But trust me, but when I think about it, I'm like, this is crazy because I'm looking to waters that coming out of the hills. And then I'm seeing even fishes. So even if water was in the hills, holding in the earth, where the fishes come from also. You get what I'm saying? In Jamaica, small fishes, we call them tiki. You know, that's what we call them. Because school of fish, some little small fish, we call them tiki in Jamaica. So see, I see a lot of tiki in the water coming out of the hills. And so it's not a spring because growing up in the country, we never used to see really tiki in spring water. I don't recall seeing that. Can correct me if you're wrong because I grew up in country in St. Catherine, which is St. Catherine have a lot of springs all around. You can go from Bagwalk to Riversdale to Darling Spring. You have a spring in Darling Spring to Choja, and you have Gube, and you're going, and that is bringing, that road is taking you back to St. Mary. You get what I'm saying? Jankra Spring. And you have a place they call I was trying to remember that name. Jankra Spring. Facey. You have Facey too. That's why, you know, whenever time people say I'm Facey, I tell them, say, well, Facey, the top side Choja. Yeah, because they go through Choja and then they go Facey. You know, heading from Riversdale, St. Catherine, if you know Jamaica like that. Yeah, we travel country. And I'm like, when you go through those places, there are a lot of springs. That's St. Catherine to St. Mary. St. Mary, and then you have St. Thomas, Portland. So when I'm looking at this now, I'm saying that mandatory, you know, prohibition harder starting Monday, August 7th to restrict. The restriction apply heavily to specific parishes, to 7 specific parishes. And I'm seeing Kingston, St. Andrew, which is St. Andrew, I mean, like, it is like country same way, closer to St. Thomas same way. Anywhere around there, so St. Thomas, St. Mary, Portland, as I said before, when you come on, when you go to on that side and north coast, it's just rivers and springs and all of that. St. Catherine. And I'm like, you know? So that's the question. That's why I'm coming up with the question. The topic, should drought affect Jamaica, the land of wood and water? Because all of these parishes that I'm seeing restriction in, when I go there, there's a lot of water. So what is really happening? Is the governance that we are that are governing, are they not capable of giving us proper water supply, are managing our water supply? Why they are every year they come with the same crap about drought and all of that. And when I go, as I say, when if you watch the video, when I went yesterday, every time I'm passing through OTHJER, I mean, majority of the times I always stop right by Duns River there, by the entrance. When I'm heading to OTHJER, Duns River is like, I mean, on your right hand, and I always stop right at Duns River, and right at Duns River, about, I mean, a little bit walk from there, there is water coming down from the hills, and people stop come there wash their vehicle. I see trucks, water trucks, filling up water there, just pumping water into the truck and filling up. And when I go further up into the bushes, as you can watch the video, in the bushes, I'm seeing water gushing out of the mountain from all different directions. And if you go over into Duns River Falls, water is running like crazy out of Duns River. I've never heard of Duns River Falls drying up. You get what I'm saying? And I mean, I feel a way at times because I'm saying, couldn't they, I mean, get a way of harvesting a lot of that water? Because majority of that water is going straight into the ocean, the Caribbean Sea. All of that water from the hill running down into the Caribbean Sea, and a lot of people don't have water. People are stranded for water. And that's where you see so much water truck come and full up. And trust me, those water truck don't have, I mean, if they have 100 water truck, they still need more to supply a lot of places that don't have water. Farmers don't have water a lot of places based on where they are. People don't have pipes in the yard. They never have a pipe yet. So I'm saying, are they really managing our water supply good? So we need more dams and all of that. So it's just like, put it this way, when I see it, even NWC, and if whichever government manager, and I want to say government, you know, people tend to think that we're talking about just it has been always like this before. So I'm not talking about whether the ruling government or the opposition. I'm talking about both of them. It's always been the same shit. Every year it's the same thing. But we come on, just that every year it gets worse because I don't really recall seeing it. There's a real restriction, and no, you're gonna be charged. You can be charged also. Because now it's saying, under this order, using NWC supply pipe for non-essential tasks is strictly illegal. Prohibited activities include watering lawns, gardens, or farms. Watering lawns, gardens, or farms. Filling swimming pools, washing vehicles, using a hose and washing down pavement or roadways. Violation face a fine of $1,000, which must be 1,000 Jamaican dollars, or a prison sentence of up to 30 days. So many affected communities have already transitioned to strict daily water lock-off, such as taps only run from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know if this ever happened before, but I never used a restriction like this. You know? So I'm saying, is NWC really managing our water supply? Are they capable? Are they capable? Because I know Jamaicans have people who are capable, should be capable, engineers and all of that. So why are we having these water issues where Jamaica have drought and we have issues like this? Every year it's the same thing. And guess what? Our population keep growing. It's not declining. Our population always growing. People are going into more even remote places to live, further and further into the bushes to live, are building communities further and further, and they're not having running water in these places. They have to be buying. Because I've been to the country, and people, the way that some people get water, if the rain don't fall, they have to buy water from the water truck. They have to buy water from the water truck if the rain don't fall. So they are mainly depending on the rainfall, or they have to make sure they have water to buy water from the water truck. And I'm like, is this how we're gonna continue? Jamaica gonna continue to go? Is this the direction Jamaica gonna continue to go? Is this the direction? Every year it's gonna be the same. And again, people are gonna say, yes, it's a drought. Yes, it's a drought, but the drought shouldn't affect we. What you mean the drought shouldn't affect we? The damn drought shouldn't affect we as in Jamaica. Jamaica the land of wood and water. It's a specific reason why it is known for that. The land of wood and water. Is it the land of wood and less water? He did not say that. The land of wood and less water. It's the land of wood and water. You get what I'm saying? Many, many Caribbean countries in the Caribbean don't have springs or rivers. You get what I'm saying? And I'm sure they have water, rather, 365 days per year. So why Jamaica can't have water like that? Why can't Jamaica have water that's the same? Why not? Explain that to me, peeps. Why Jamaica? Am I saying something wrong here? Am I saying something wrong? Why can't Jamaica have water all year round? Why we always don't have no water? Every year it's the same shit you hear. And I mean, and people think, people don't really talk about this and consider things like this. They just work with what they hear. And I say, as human beings, and as not just as human beings, but as people of my skin color, this is what, that's why I said talk about independent, but this is it's a slave mindset where people hear things and they just work with it. They just continue to be there now. The slaves have been slaved. The slaves have been slaved. They were born in slavery. So just accept it that we are slaves and that's it. They don't see themselves ever being free because they know nothing about freedom, being free. The slave just have a slave mentality. And that is what a lot of things with Jamaicans and black people of my skin color. They have a slave mindset. That slave mindset, the slave have never seen himself being free. A slave was born in slavery, don't understand or ever heard what it's like to be free. And it's the same thing today. So what is in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. But the thing is, as I said before, all the difference is this time. The one that have us, the ones that have us, don't press us, are people of our own skin color. Joy say, the persons who is in so-called control of things don't care about person below them. So it's will never change. Well, we are not below them. I am not below them. So I don't like the word that they use their joy as in below. Because as I said before, the thing is, the problem is they are not being put in that place to know that they are there to serve, not to be served. That's the biggest problem we have in Jamaica. People who are representing us, they think that, or they have a mentality, and Jamaicans with the slave mindset behave like we put them there, to represent us, not to represent us, but to represent themselves and for us to serve them, not for them to serve us. That's our biggest problem. Yeah. That's one of our biggest problems as people. And I say, you see this, and people talk about mental slavery. This is mental slavery. Yes, Jared, that's just first. Good night. Holy and everyone. Yes, that's the thing we call about mental slavery. Just like certain things we hear from when we were small and we actually grew up believing that's how it is. That's how it's supposed to be. You get what I'm saying? We tell ourselves we just work with it. Not finding out for ourselves, enlightening ourselves, educating ourselves, and understanding that this is not the way it's supposed to be. This is not the way it's supposed to be. So people been having no water in them pipe for years. Never. Kids grow up not know what it's like to go in the bathroom and turn on the shower, getting water out of it. They grow up just having a shower in a bath pan. You get what I'm saying? Washing up, use another pan to throw water and then body to wash off soap off it. They don't know what it's like. So it become their norm. It become their norm, and that's not understanding that they deserve more because we are not living in the 18th century. You get what I'm saying? This is 2026. And they will say a thief. All they care about is thief people money. Well, it's not just them. It's not just them. Yeah. I'm looking, and when I look, I'm looking at the country there. Bermuda. I'm not even looking at when I look at Bermuda, because I know people who live in Bermuda. Big up yourself, sis. Know your watch? Big up yourself. Big up Bermuda. Yeah. You're not comment, but big up yourself. I know your watch. I'm Bermuda. Yeah. And I'm like, Bermuda, how far Bermuda is from Jamaica? Bermuda is far. Bermuda is far from any country. That's me, I say, when we look at Bermuda, I'm like, Bermuda is all the way out there in the middle of the sea. It's an island out there in the middle of the sea. That means I say, probably I would want to visit, but it don't look so safe. At least the rest of the islands, them, Cayman and other islands, they are close to other islands where 45 minutes from Cayman to come to Jamaica. But you get what I'm saying? Like a place like Bermuda, we out. But yet still, just to say, they have water. You get what I'm saying? They have water. They have water. You get what I'm saying? They have water. I'm sure that they have water. So how is that? An island that doesn't have any river nor no spring. You get what I'm saying? Bermuda don't have river. Bermuda have spring. You get what I'm saying? And even Cayman Island is closer to Jamaica. I mean, Jamaica is close and Cuba is close to Cayman Island. But do we have some form of pipes running from Jamaica to Cayman or from Cuba to Cayman? No, under the sea, bringing water. Does Cayman government get water from Jamaica in a sense where pipes are run from, like cables do, run underneath the sea to Cayman Islands, or from Cuba, because those islands are close to Cayman, or from America, Cayman is a British colony. So does water run from Britain under the sea, go to Cayman Island? Fresh water? No, it don't. And Cayman have water 365 days per year, as I said. You don't see in Cayman where you see people have to have black tanks on their houses and a lot of drums right around their house because they have no water. That is not the case. That is not the case. We in Jamaica in 2026, when I go to country, it's not hilarious, but I have to laugh. When I go to country, I remember I have a friend of mine. She lives in America, New York to be precise. And she always send down barrels. She send down crazy amount of barrels all while for her family, because her family big. And when you go to them house or just pass in them yard, you can see barrels from barrels right around the house, blue barrels. So, it's like, it's a whole lot. But they're all filled with what? Water. So when she goes home from America, being in America, and then she go to Jamaica, guess what? I think she have a black tank on her house too. Yeah, she have a black tank on her house. You get what I'm saying? But she have to buy water. Same way, she have to buy water in 2026. So you see a lot of things, still like that, because a lot of persons, young youths live in the country and they don't want to continue living in the country because after going to college or being in town area where they can get water sometime and all of that, it's hard. Or even travel overseas. When they go back to their country, they have to be catching water, bringing water in bucket. I mean, you might find that fun for a while, so you're going back to your roots, but it's modern time. That crap to cut out. You get what I'm saying? You're supposed to turn on the tap and get water. Yeah. The drivers that Cayman Islands always have water. Exactly. Cayman Islands all have water 365 days per year. So where Cayman Island get water from? Does it fall like manna daily from the sky? Let's turn on the pipe up in the sky and say, Father, we need water now. Send us some water. Eh? Or let us call to England and England send some big plane or some helicopter with water. No, but they have water. They have water. They are surrounded by the what? The Caribbean Sea, just like us. And they have water. So where do they get water from? Do your research, Pete. I'm not going to even say it. Just do your research into where Cayman Islands, where Bermuda and other countries, because I think Antigua and so, no other Caribbean islands, they don't have no river, no spring. So where they get water from? 365 days per year. Fire blessing. Big up yourself, boom. Boom, you need to post more. Jai, good night. Yeah. Boom, you boom up water. Need to stop the boom. Okay. Yeah. When I look, I'm saying the parishes that they are saying that is, under restriction, it doesn't even make any sense to me. It doesn't even make any sense. Because St. Anne in this, St. Anne, St. Mary, Portland, and even St. Thomas, St. Andrew, that's crazy. Ochi, St. Anne could be feeding, all down this section here. Trelawney, Montego Bay, and further down with water, the amount of water, thousands of gallons of water that is gushing into the Caribbean Sea daily. Does the St. Anne have enough water? Of course it does. Even St. Catherine up Damhead and rivers, St. Catherine have a lot of water. That's what I'm saying, Joy. St. Catherine, I've lived in St. Catherine majority of my life. In Jamaica, I've lived in St. Catherine. I live in other parishes, but I've lived in St. Catherine. Spend most time in St. Catherine. So I know a lot of places in St. Catherine, a lot of, springs. There's a lot of springs, a lot of rivers in St. Catherine. Rivers, span rivers, span rivers. So even when you see those rivers, in the Bagwat Gorge, a lot of rivers washing from all the way from St. Mary, coming down into the Bagwat Gorge. A lot of rivers and springs that actually meet up and the water end up in the gorge. You get what I'm saying? That's crazy. Yo. So when I see this mandatory water restriction and penalties, that means you will be charged. Even though it's not much. So, you get what I'm saying? Under this order, using NWC water supply, pipe water for non-essential, using it for non-essential, what do they consider as non-essential? You want to hear what they hear? Is watering lawn, gardens, farms, filling pools, swimming pools, washing vehicles, using a hose and washing down pavement or roadways. Violators will face a fine of $1,000 or a 30-day prison sentence, or up to 30-day prison sentence. You get what I'm saying? So Jamaica is on a severe drought. And I'm saying a lot of Jamaicans, they will work with this. Because when I look at it, even the guy that did the video on YouTube, Noel, he was looking at, but then people in his comment was saying mainly that they need to make more dams. You get what I'm saying? They need to make more dams. The dams are just not damming. It's just like the people who control it are just some food they naming. Jamaican government worthless, they're good for nothing. Well, I wouldn't say they're good for nothing. They're good for what they are good for. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. The dams are just not damming. It's crazy. But then you have, I mean, so-called influencers on social media chatting foolishness, and a lot of them can't even be it. You know? A lot of them can't even be it. They can't even show it. And that's the Jamaican people. A lot of them have slave mindset because they think that it's okay. It's every year. Every year we have this. It's normal. It's the norm. Every year we have this. We've been having this from, this is no different because we've been having this every year. There's a drought and then we don't have water and there's water restriction every year. So it's a norm. No, it's not the freaking norm. No, it's 2026. This need to get fixed. And until we hold those who we put there to represent us and not themselves to sort things out, then they will continue until we start to hold them accountable. You get what I'm saying? You know one thing? With certain countries that I realize, even though those countries are they put it now, they call it that they are like China and Russia and all of that. Certain things they don't have in those countries with governance. You get what I'm saying? Where governance don't do certain things. Yeah, they don't do certain things. Another times we hear people talking about other people's country when their country need to be fixed. Jamaica is a wonderful country. I love Jamaica. Yesterday when I got to Ochos, Reachos, and went to Liquor Duns River, trust me, I'm just like, I didn't want to leave because the water was so sweet. The water, I went there for the water. I live from Ochi, go to Duns River, not Duns River, I live from Mobile to Sentan for water, to enjoy the water, to full joy rather the water. Caroline, big up yourself, Caroline. Big up yourself, sis. Yeah. I went to Ochi mainly for the water. I mean, it felt so relaxing. I go on, Marvin. Long time to see you. All the fire. Bless up yourself and how's everyone doing tonight? Big up yourself, Marvin. You're gonna foreign man. Long time to see you. Think they're China or we around Australia or Africa. Yeah. Yeah. Sister Collins, I was just watching that video of you and Little Ochi. And a Little Ochi, Little Duns River says, Little Duns River, and my goodness, it looks so beautiful. Yeah, it is beautiful. It is spectacular. You guys should go there. And all of that water running down, going to the Caribbean Sea. And we have drought. Can you believe that people in St. Ann are going to be restricted as from tomorrow, 17th of August, from using water? It would be a violation if they use water to wash down pavement, wash their cars, to do gardening, or water their farm. It would be a restriction for them to use the NWC water to do such thing because there's a restriction. That's crazy. And look how much water. I was saying that I hope they're not saying this affect Ochi because when I look at it, I said they have a lot of water. Water is so watering. You're forward in St. Elizabeth, bro, and you didn't link me up, bro. Visit again, bro. It was just a little short trip, bro. Nothing planned. We just get up one morning and yeah, spirit say yes. I just see if we go. Yeah, so I just follow the spirit lead. That's how I roll at times, bro. Yeah, I just follow the spirit lead. We just shove. Yeah. Yeah, so no water in St. Elizabeth. How water doing? Because I know Senti need water because St. Elizabeth farmers does a lot of farming. A lot of it's a friend. Senti is the bread basket of Jamaica. A lot of food come out of St. Elizabeth. They have melons and cantaloupes and escallion and stuff like that. So they need water. They do. When you go to Coronation Market downtown Kingston, especially like from Wednesday night and so, you see loads of trucks and they're actually coming from St. Elizabeth. Fire, is the devil at work in them people there? Why they come up with them foolishness? Exactly, and Jamaicans just accept it because it has become there now. It's been ages that I got to Duns River, bro. Okay. Yeah, I went there one time last year. I mostly go to Liquor Duns River because I think I'm a Jamaican and I should pay going somewhere. Every time I choose to use a specific beach or falls, I'm gonna have to pay for it. And I'm not a tourist. I'm living here, so I don't really go to Duns River. One time go to Duns River, in one time in over 10 years. Yeah, Balaclava need water. We need water. Okay. So yeah. Then can even. I mean, pipe water to Bala. The amount of water that I see in Senton, they can pipe it to Bala Clava. We got some rainfall here today, bro. I even plant some ribbon sugar cane also. Wow. Yeah, we got rain here, so in Montego Bay also. So the night is cool. At tonight. It's very cool, pretty cool. Even though the fan around see me. Obia man must have tell them if do these foolishness are just the devil in them. As Brady that say, I sign some work for the people them. Brady that say, I sign the people them. Why them believe them all the time? Yeah, most science, the truth. Trust me, it's so now way. But it made no sense. It made no sense, no friggin' sense. Blessed good night to you, Jah. Yeah, it makes no sense. It's been the same thing every friggin' year. And as I said before, see, Marvin right you said they are Cayman Island. And ask Marvin if him being in Cayman Island, if he did have and his apartment if he had a black tank and the apartment are whole heap of drum to get water from. He get water to pipe every day. You get what I'm saying? He wasn't short on water. He never have to use a bucket to catch water. I don't know we ain't go catch water. So you'd have to go to the sea to catch water because there's no river, as I said before. Ask Marvin if he had to bathe in the sea because there was no water in Cayman Island. No, you can answer for him. You have water 365 days per year. And ask him. He said, the guys don't believe me if you don't want to Google it for yourself. There is no river nor no spring in Cayman Island, but yet still they never short of water. They have water 365 days per year. And other Caribbean islands also. So how comes Jamaica can't have water? Every year it's the same thing. Frag spirit in them, no reason for them foolish rules, crosses people them. Exactly. Every year it's the same thing. And I said Jamaican people keep buying that. Keep buying that. So Marvin said, no, bro, there was no black drum. There was water. Very efficient there, bro. You see? No black drum. You never seen a black drum. The only tank we actually use is the one that we had in the car wash van. We have to have mobile car wash. We have to have a tank in there in order to store water. That's the water, that is the only tank that we use because we have to be mobile. So mobile, you bring your own water. That's the water we use. But water was in the pipe every single day per year. And if we wasn't gonna have water, it must be because they are just fixing a little issue and it will be a couple of hours and then it's okay again. That's it. You get what I'm saying? But no, not in Jamaica. Why can't we get better? We don't deserve better. And I am wondering if in places like Jack Hills and Beverly Hills and Cherry Gardens and places like that in Uptown, if they have water shortage, if they don't have proper water running very hard, gushing out of the pipe, like we're running off of the falls too. You get what I'm saying? So why is it that this thing continue like this every friggin' year? And Jamaica, you see, sometimes I love Jamaicans, but sometimes I don't like them. I love my Jamaican people, but sometimes I don't like them. I don't hate them, but I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't like them at times. The one that are fool, the one that are stupid, the ones that continue to war over which political party won affiliate themselves with. I don't like Jamaicans like that. I don't like Jamaicans that continue to war and cuss with persons based on what political parties they are affiliated with. When I hear that, one Jamaica, I've never seen no politician fighting over Jamaicans, literally. Thump it out or shoot it out. I've never seen that. If it happen, I've never even heard of it. But Jamaicans, they are so die-hearted. They're not die-hearted Jamaicans, They are die-hearted based on the political party that they are affiliated with, that they will kill you based on your comments or what you say or how you say. I see people going at it even on social media all the time, that you represent that party and you represent that party, and they're going at each other, not understanding that they're out there laughing at you, stupid people, because they're living well. And they're also going to hell. That again. And Jamaica have so many water sources, or we can't have water all year round. That's what I'm saying. We should have water all year round. And if they're saying that even if they're saying that the seas, the rivers and the spring dry up, which is, I don't see the rivers and the springs dry up, which is, I see a lot of them even destroying rivers because they are mining rivers and damaging the rivers also. They are mining the rivers a lot of places and damaging them. And that's something else we are going to look into. They might damage the river of them. But I've seen rivers that are always flowing, especially, in OTHJER, go straight back round. St. Catherine, St. Thomas, Portland, right round. And those are the parishes that are going to have water restriction. Tell me if this must be a joke. It's a prank. NWC playing a prank on us, don't? They put up a lot of cameras all over, so they must be playing a prank. They must be playing a prank on us. It cannot be real. It's a prank. It's a government prank. I didn't know that government play prank too. I do pranks. Honestly, I didn't know that. Jamaica, they said Jamaica is a real place. Trust me. Yeah, I didn't know that government do pranks. They do. They actually do pranks, peeps. I can't believe. I just cannot believe it. So they say the Hermitage Dam is down to 40%, which is true. And the Mona over in about 50% to 54.5% capacity. You get what I'm saying? Which is the Hermitage Dam, if it's true, it's really low. But those are the main dams. The main dams, the biggest one them. Then I mean, we need more dams. And the dams, I'm not even damming, because even the Hermitage Dam, I see it need cleaning. The dam, well, I see the dam where they're actually storing water. The dam that, the dam look really shitty. I saw a video. When you can go watch it with Yo Noel. When you can go watch it. The dam, I mean, even the fishes in there are dying. You know what, the fishes are dying, and the shrimps are actually dying because they are suffocating. Because at the bottom there is, muck and all that, dirt, silk, and it needs cleaning. So it haven't been cleaned for years. And I'm like, who really managing these things? Who really managing it? And let's not ask our government, because our government don't know anything. Our first government, we see, where they don't know what happened in Jamaica. They don't know what's happening. They never know what's happening. Don't ask them. People get misplaced from property, and they always get demolished, and no government don't know about it. Jamaica is not a real place. I've never seen another country like this. It's a wonderful country, but it's a different country. Trust me. I think the reason why we are different, Jamaica is different, is because we are a different planet. I don't think we're on planet Earth. I don't know the name of the planet that we're on, but Jamaica is on a different planet. I don't think that scientists have a name for the planet, but it's just not a planet that scientists have even discovered as yet. They don't discover the name for Jamaica, the planet that Jamaica is currently on. Marvin's, the Liquor Duns River is close to the original Duns River Falls. Yeah. Liquor Duns River is right across from Mystic Mountain. Right across from Mystic Mountain. Yeah. Mystic Mountain up at top, Liquor Duns River down there. So, yeah. So, for you over fire, and I say, talk a little Jamaican, like a patois, down there. So, yeah. Yeah. But it's crazy, peeps. It's crazy. Every year, it's the same freaking thing. Every year. So just imagine the country, in country where I grew up. Right now, I know farmers are there now are praying for rain to fall. They are praying for the rain to fall. Yeah. People are praying for rain to fall. You get what I'm saying? I once went to country and we have no water. My sister once told me that she had to, there was this girl, she does have baby. She have her young baby and she have to help her by buying a tank of water, that black tank, buying a tank of water for her. Lady have baby and the girl have baby and there was no water because they don't get water in pipe. Water don't come in the pipe. And baby mother need to wash and wash often. No water in the pipe. So if rain don't fall, they have to buy water from the truck. And that's the norm. That's the norm. The rivers and river springs there are very far. And in this time, a lot of young people in this time, they're not going to carry water. Literally, they're not going to carry water. They're going to source somewhere buying it, but they're not going to carry it on their heads. And I think it's a thing. I don't know even who really owns a lot of these trucks, to these water trucks, because these water trucks, it seems like it's a way for them not to let the people them have running water in their pipes, because a lot of water trucks, people have to call water truck whenever time they need water. So just think about if even water should come in the pipe, a lot of these water trucks wouldn't even be needed for, unless people are going to full up their swimming pool or something like that. Yeah. So I think it's also, it's a thing where they deliberately do it. Don't give these people running water. For years, it's been like that. For years, you have communities upon communities upon communities without proper running water. And it's time now. Jamaicans deserve better. We deserve better. Water only comes into our era, and that's Tuesday and Fridays. So that sounds like a garbage truck, Marvin. And some garbage truck even collect garbage more often than that. You get what I'm saying? That sounds like the garbage truck Tuesday and Friday. Some garbage truck work like that. Yeah, Tuesdays and Fridays, that's when water come. So you got to, and a lot of you have big families, so they got to catch water and let it serve for that period of time until water come again. Other persons, some places, they say they have to wait until late hours at night water come, because other communities actually getting the water. So when other people are sleeping, that's the time when the water pressure kind of build up and they get water in their pipe. So they have to wait late hours at night so they can catch some water. Some people, Jamaicans, go through some shit. So sometimes you see some Jamaicans dress up and some girls dress up. You don't know the shit that they have to go through, to get a little water to wash up. So sometimes you see them, even come on public transportation that I take often, and they smell bad. Some of them literally smell bad, because cologne don't mask high smell really. Some of them really smell bad because they don't even have proper water to get a good bath. You get what I'm saying? That's sad in this time, in this century that we're actually living. Yeah. So, but even though a lot of us, especially myself, I don't like bad smell. Another time people come on a public transportation and rubbing up against me, and I can't wait to reach home so I can get that. But it's not like scan people. It's not like scan people, but just think about it. But a lot of them cannot do better because they have no water. It's messed up. You get up out of the bed, and they like brush their teeth and whatever. And they don't get to get a good shower. So by going on the road, they start sweating because the time is hot. and they go to work and coming back from work. So the moly, that's messed up. Real messed up fire. So I mean, I guess I've when I see people now on the public transportation and they smell bad, I'm going to look at them and say, I understand. I understand why you're smelling like that. You don't have water at home. I understand. I see with you. Because it's not your fault. I understand. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Marvin, so that's slappy, bro. That's why we have to buy black drums to catch and save water. Yeah. If we can buy black drums. All around Jamaica, you see black tanks and houses. Even in Montego Bay, right around a look, you see big black tanks and houses. Even though the hurricane destroy a lot of them too. Hurricane destroy a lot of them. So a lot of people have to buy back tanks. No. I tell you. That some people smell bad because of NWC make them think. Yes, Jai. That's why, yes, definitely NWC make some people stink. When they bought them on public transportations and in business places where you have to join lines and stuff like that, join a queue, and they are there. That's a reason for some of them to smell bad. So that's why when I see them in lines and in public transportation, I'm gonna say to them, say, I understand, I see with you the reason why you're smelling bad. It's because of NWC. NWC is the reason why you're smelling bad. It might sound away, but I understand. I see with you, bro. I see with you. I see with you, sis. I see with you. I understand. My heart goes out to you. I hope one day it will change and you will have running water in your pipe where you can get a good shower. That people don't have to turn up their nose when you come out in public transportation or you're in a line. You're in a queue. You know? It's messed up. All them mouths think NWC cause that. Yes, Jai. Some of them don't even have enough water to wash their mouth. Like seriously fire. Yes. Just imagine. Jai, I've been to country and trust me, I see people taking water out of drums because they don't have no water. And trust me, if I use that water, I would use that water to just water the garden. You get what I'm saying? I would just use that water to water the garden. I wouldn't use that water to cook with or put in my mouth. And I see people have to use that water to cook with. People have to use, and you're gonna say, well, then they boil it and then they use it. But trust me, I wouldn't even want that to use to boil. Just seeing it, I know what it's like. That's why a lot of us, when we go out, a lot of Jamaicans, when we buy soup and stuff like that, we don't even know what kind of water. I already get the water from to boil the soup. I'm not saying you shouldn't stop by the soup, so don't support the hustler them still. So, you know, but I'm just saying. This girl say, not everyone can afford the black tank. No, not everyone can afford the black tank. That's it. That's the next thing because it's not cheap. It's not cheap. I am a Jamaican right now, and the high pressure water is coming out of the pipes. Where are you, Sister Sandra Levy? I want to Sister Sandra Levy. She always on such very fortunate side. Are you in St. Anne? Are you in St. Anne? Because I am in Montego Bay. And as I said, Saturday while I was leaving, it's a good thing I did have a bath. Because sometimes I be late at night because I need to sleep comfortably. So I be late at night sometimes. So I feel cool when I'm going to bed. Yeah. So sometimes I bathe more often than you guys that are watching. You might all comes because I will bathe after 12 and in the morning I get up again I bathe. So I bathe more often than you. So I bathe twice in less than 4 hours and 3 hours. Yeah, Marvin said yes, those black drums are very expensive. Yes, the politicians can give out some. Yeah, and that's the thing too. You see, everything they capitalize on it because a lot of times, if you know who own the stores and the places that are actually bringing them in, so it's all about money and not really about the people. It's crazy. So Joy says, Sister Sandra, how are you doing, sis? Sandra said, I am in Trelawney now, and yesterday I was in Montego Bay. Okay, you're in Trelawney. Trelawney have river too? Yeah, Trelawney have river. Trelawney have river because they have what was it called? The Martabury River? Correct me if I'm wrong. The Martabury River. They have a river rafting in Trelawney, right? I've never been there, but I've seen it. And I want to do it also. Yeah. I think they have rafting in. So Trelawney have water. Trelawney have water. So you shouldn't even be short on water. Welcome to Jamaica, sis. Jamaica, you are living in Jamaica. Yeah. But Sister Sandra, Trelawney is not a part of it, The water restriction, the water probation order, the water probation order starting Monday, which is tomorrow the 17th, is not, the restriction applies heavily to 7 specific parishes. So 7 specific parishes. And that is Kingston, St. Andrew, St. Thomas, St. Mary, Portland, St. Anne, and St. Catherine. So, I mean, just think about it. Montego Bay, Trelawney, they're not in it. You get what I'm saying? And these parishes that they're even talking about, they shouldn't even be on a restriction because they have crazy amount of water, springs and rivers. That's what I'm saying. So these parishes that are under restriction, water restriction, that they will be charged $1,000 or can get 30 days imprisonment, fine, if they are watering, if they are doing non-essential with water, such as water in a garden, washing pavement, washing your cars, or using NWC water to do that, or to water your farm. You can be charged. Just imagine that. They say water is life, but they're charging you for life. Double for life, because you have to pay water rate. And if you use the water to an extent, you still will be charged. You hear that? Yeah, you got to pay for the service of the water. But if you use the water in excess, you can eventually end up going to prison for using the water. That makes sense. Maybe I'm just crazy and I understand. Oh, Joy said, no, sis, I live in Cayman. Okay. I am a Jamaican Caymanian, love. Okay, Joy. Joy says a Jamaican Caymanian. Joy, I thought as much. Oh. So you're very fortunate, Sister Sandra, that you have water gushing out of your pipe, running like, it's running from the falls after Duns River or Little Duns River. You're very fortunate, but a lot of Jamaicans, and as one person said, the tanks are expensive. Not every Jamaican can buy it. As I say, when I go to country, I say a lot of people cannot buy it, but they have a lot of drums, plastic drums around their houses. And if they don't cover these drums also, then they will have a mosquito outbreak, if they don't cover them properly. So when you go, as I said, when you go around some people's house, or just even pass. And it seems like country, so it seems like the norm, but it should be the norm. It don't even look even appropriate. Crazy amount of drums around your house, right? Around your house. Crazy amount of drums, just drums around your house. I tell you, it's not funny. But I said this have been happening every freaking years. And it's come to the point where some Jamaica think it's okay. And a lot of them too, especially the ones that are very educated, a lot of them will say, oh yes, some who are educated and some who are very stupid also, and uneducated like myself, uneducated like myself, not dunce, but uneducated, will think that it's just a norm because it's every year thing. Drought, it's just a drought. Drought say, yes, one touch Jamaica soon, me going to look for fire. Hope him not run me. No, Joy, I will not run you. Joy, I know Joy, you'll bring me a lot of joy. You know your name? Your name Joy. Yeah. But hope we have water to bathe. And you don't charge us, so we are overusing the water. But the restriction is not in Montego Bay, really. Kingston, Portland, St. Thomas, St. Anne, St. Andrew. That's crazy, peeps. That is crazy. So you see, when you talk about, for example, when you talk about independent, this is the reason why, some of the reason why when you talk about independent and emancipation, I can't say Jamaica is independent because how is Jamaica independent? You get what I'm saying? Is that our independent country run? Is that our independent country should run? And I'm saying, are we saying that our governance are incapable of running the country? Because a lot of them, we know, they went and studied overseas. And you have a lot of persons who are actually engineers and stuff like that. So, and they get jobs overseas too. When they leave Jamaica, a lot of them, they are, I would say, in Jamaica term, a lot of them, they would say they are overqualified. When they don't want to employ, that's what they tell you. I don't want to pay what you're worth, they say you're overqualified. So a lot of them are actually overqualified for the job. So it's just about not doing what they're put there to do, and that is to serve the people. That is to serve the people. And Jamaicans, I tell you, I love Jamaicans, but I hate some of them. No hate, me not like some of them. Me not like them. Some of them, as I said before. Hate is a strong word. So I take that back. I don't like some Jamaicans because they are so stupid. Where I used to live in St. Catherine, a donkey years, them a live off rainwater, so the water restrictions goes for them too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even in St. Catherine, there are rivers, there are springs. St. Catherine, I mean, if you go to St. Catherine, when you go to St. Catherine, when you go to Riversdale and go up, Bagwalk, Riversdale, anywhere, them place there, if you go, and people can bring you to springs and rivers that are actually never dried. When you are driving, when you go to Riversdale and when you're heading to Williamsfield, there are springs running across the road. You have to drive across that water. They have a little bridge like for persons to walk, like a footbridge that persons can walk on at upper top, and then you have a little road, and then below the road there is normally a river. So the spring water run and goes into the river, and those springs are not normally dry. Drivers just drive and stop right there on the roadside and wash their cars. And right through, when you go to, as I said, when you go to Riversdale, go to Williamsfield, it's the same thing. You pass through Sandy Gut, and you go to Darling Spring, and it's a reason why it's named Darling Spring, because they have springs there also again. And you go down further, like you're heading to Georgia, you're gonna drive past more springs that you have to drive through your vehicle through. And no matter how the rain falls, it's not heavy water that you can't drive across there, because it's not a river, it's a spring. Water is ever there running into the river that is below also. And the road continue like that straight to St. Mary. You have to drive through a lot of springs that run across the road. And that is St. Catherine. That is St. Catherine. So it's crazy. I don't get it. And don't talk about when you go St. Mary. When you go Portland, water. When you go St. Thomas. So I'm wondering which Jamaica are they talking about? Which Portland? Which St. Thomas? Which St. Catherine? Which St. Andrew? You know? Even Kingston. Because Kingston and St. Andrew used to be one parish. So water the St. Andrew, Kingston get water same way. Oh boy. So try to say Balaclava centers need water. Now is the river never dry. The river name dam never dry. River head never dry. We need water. And places like these, places like those, you say, I don't know, Sister Sandra, hope you enjoy your sweet Jamaica. Yeah. And I'm not talking about, it's not like we are trying to bring it down Jamaica, you know. because Jamaica is a nice by itself. Are talking about those who we put here. They're telling us the same shit over and over and over and over every friggin' year that we don't have enough water. The dams are drying up and all that shit like. And we just buy dams are drying up, so you just wait until rain fall again. You don't do nothing about it. When the rain start falling again, you don't prepare more dams. So when the rain start falling again, we have enough in our reservoir. You do nothing about it. You don't even clean the damn dams them. The dams them then they dam. From I am a little child, no water, no the bala. Yeah, I can tell you that. I understand that, Joy. When I go to the country, as I said before, there are many households, kids grow up. I have grand nephews and nieces that never have water, never see water in a pipe. I have grand nephews and nieces. Just think about me having grand nephews and nieces. It make me look old, but I'm not. You get what I'm saying? I have grand nephews and nieces that don't know how to. They have never experienced unless they come out of the country and go in other communities like in Kingston or further in St. Catherine, that they actually turn on a pipe and get water. They don't know. They know about scooping up some water and showering. That's what they know about. They know about taking water and throwing the toilet to flush it. That's what they know about. And a lot of people still have drop booth toilet, as we say in Jamaica, pit latrine, because of what? Because of water. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people still have toilet like that, drop booth. And in Jamaica, we say drop booth because it's a pit latrine. It's not something that you flush. It's a toilet setting with a hole, a bigger hole. Look like a toilet. Yes, there's sometimes I use same toilet covering that you have in your toilet, in your bathroom and stuff like that. But it doesn't need flushing. When you go, it drop boof. So that's why they say drop boof. Yeah, a lot of people still have it in this time, 2026, which is, I mean, it's not even sanitary because guess what? That all of that waste also can affect water supply on the ground, same way. You get what I'm saying? It breeds a lot of roach and other insects also, you know. So it's not really healthy. Well, if that supermarket you go to shopping for your spouse looking nice, I might go shopping in it. Okay, Jai, I'm sure exactly where it is. So Caroline said first year in drop booth. Really? Are you a Jamaican? Are you not a Jamaican? Jai said drop booth. Yeah, yes, Jai. Drop booth. Because yeah, you can literally when you go to the toilet, if you ever grew up in the country back in the days, when you go to the toilet, you are a Jamaican. Well, when you go to the toilet and you wipe when you finish and you do your thing, or before you wipe, I should say, not when you wipe. When you do your thing, if you look, you turn around, you won't see anything because it's already gone and you can hear the sound. Boof. You can hear it. Boof. That's how we call it, drop boof. Sometimes you can hear it. Sometimes you have water down there because base a lot of time water get it underneath it. So water is down there. So sometimes you can hear it drop in something like water. Yeah, just think about that. And it takes a long time to fill up. So a lot of people still have to use that because they have no water to flush toilet. So just think about how fortunate a lot of us are. Pit toilet, it name. Yes, Joy. A lot of us say pit toilet is a little nice name. It's a nice way of saying it. But drop booth are what, Joy? Let me read the Joy first. Let me read the character. Bushwork tool. Yes, our bush. You go to the bush. You go to the bush. And you cannot be stush when you go to the bush. You get what I'm saying? When you go to the bush, you use bush. But came here from young. Okay. Understand, sis. From Kingston. Oh, from Kingston. Okay. Yeah. So as Joy say, another person, even that, they dig hole. They go to the bush. In the country, they dig a small hole. You know, they normally, just imagine you go into the toilet and you always have to bring your machete. Are you gonna chop something? Definitely gonna chop. You chop out a little spot and you use your machete to dig a hole. That's how it goes. You bring your machete, chop out a spot, and then you dig a little hole and you do your thing right there. And when you finish, you find some bush, whether banana leaf or what the leaf name again. I remember a specific leaf, what name of the leaf, but it was a leaf there. It was kind of soft enough, and you use it. And then you cover back that hole. Yeah. Some people still have to do that same way. Like seriously, yes, some people still have to do that same way because they have no water. So they still have to live like that same way. That's a very convenient way of them to live. Yeah. Very convenient. No water. So they do that. What it called when you have diarrhea? I don't know, Jai. Diarrhea is just diarrhea. I guess when you go and you have diarrhea, Jai, it sounds like it's raining. I would assume it sounds like it's raining. Yeah. So definitely it sounds like it's raining because, as I said, sometimes water is down there. Yeah. And you will hear it like it's raining. Yeah. But I mean, it might sound hilarious, but peace, it's not really. We laugh. I know we as Jamaicans, we make things hilarious, even though it's not. We don't really like the word funny. Yeah, we make things hilarious, even when it's not hilarious. And we make anything serious. We laugh at anything serious. That's the way as Jamaicans stay. Yeah. Don't have dig nothing. You can put the stone together and cock up and you good. Well, even that, because growing up, I had some youth that was living near me at one point, and you know what they love to use? They had loved to use the guava tree. There's a guava tree, and many guava trees that was over a pan. And they used to love using the guava tree. They used to go and sit there. I'm not gonna call, yeah, they were like Indians. Yes, that's it. They're very pretty here. But for them, they love to use the guava tree. But the stone thing, Jai, yeah, that time the stone, just dig a hole. Dig a hole and put the devil in. Yeah. But I say it's so hilarious, but it's, trust me, it's serious. And people still have to live like this. Seriously, people still have to live like this. You will go in country and other persons, they still don't have inside bathroom. What's the sense of them having inside bathroom, what they're saying? And there's no water really to flush. You get what I'm saying? So just work with it. And even if they have an inside bathroom, they mainly use the outside one. They still use it. You will go and people have the decent outside bathroom. And we're not talking about just taking a shower outside. We're talking about to go outside. Seriously, in 2026. Think about that. NWC need to come down. Then they just need to come down. They need to come up. They need to come up. Yeah. Because it's 2026 now. People cannot be accepting the same thing. You cannot be saying the same thing over and over again. You know, it seems like when you have some parents that they have their responsibility. I'm not going to say fathers because mother and father. We have some parents and they have their responsibility to do. And they make excuses. Instead of fulfilling their responsibility of their kids' needs, all they do is make excuses. You get what I'm saying? All they do is make excuses. That's how it's sound in NWC and the government. Yeah, make excuses. Every year we have drought, and that's it. So what if you find cowitch? Well, we in country we know what cowitch is. We know it, but sad for you if you actually draw some bush and that's actually cowitch. Then you will be scratching and having bumps all over where you shouldn't have bumps. And some people don't know what cowitch is. Cowitch is a bush that scratch. In Jamaica, we say coach. I don't know the other name for it. Some scientific name, but in Jamaica, we say coach. Thank God I have many flush toilet. God is good. Trust me, He is. And trust me now, Jah, you used to what you're used to now. Just imagine if you should go back in the country, or any one of you that are have in where the overseas or a certain place in life now, and you're already used to so accustomed to having water, proper water source and proper water running in your bathroom, and to go back now in Jamaica and go in the country, and your family member, you say you want to use the toilet, and your family member is gonna pint you outside, even in the night. Say that's where you gotta go to do it. I mean, you get what I'm saying? That's where you gotta go. And are they gonna give you a bath pan and a jug to get some water and say, I mean, that's where you're gonna use to get a bath. I mean, you would do it for a period of time because you're just visiting. But if I guarantee that over a week you get tired of doing that shit, it's not fun anymore. You won't find it fun. You will find it fun at first because it's like nostalgia, you know? Yeah, but after a while, it ain't no more fun. It become reality. That's people's reality. But I grew up using pit toilet, bro. I was afraid when I have to go inside here because the toilet did have some big curtain lizard. Yeah, Marvin, I can tell you, these toilets, a lot of them, a lot of insect, all kind of insect, roach, croton lizard. And in Jamaica, when people say croton lizard, people, they're talking about a specific lizard that is kind of brown. And it makes a lot of noise at nights. It's annoying. And it can be scary for some people too, they don't like it. And a lot of people are actually scared of those lizards. Because a lot of persons tend to think that they're actually spirits, in Jamaican term, duppy. Inside. Gosh, I was afraid, so I am fortunate to grow out, bro. So just imagine you have to go back to that, Marvin. You get what I'm saying? That wouldn't be fun, bro. As I say, for a little time, you couple days, 3 days, you will like that, but doing it over a week, you don't want to do that. You don't want to go back there. That's not fun anymore. Water need to wash your hand. Exactly, water need to wash your hand. Only you know Chimmy. Yeah, I know Chimmy. I know Chimmy Jai. Dear God, sis. Dear God, trust me. God is a dear God with you. Water need to wash everything, dirty plates. Exactly. And even if you're using a toilet or that, you need water, proper water to wash your hand, running water to wash your hand properly. You don't need to wash your hand in a water and then someone else washing after you in the same water. Are you going again and washing your hand in the same water that you had washed your hand before into? That's not sanitary. That's not clean. That's a nastiness in Jamaican term. Yeah. But used to live in them too. Yeah. I tell you, there's a lot of insects that live in your joy. Roach, bats, lizards, you know? Yeah. But that's just some people norm still. That's why water is important. Yeah. Even since night, I was watching another little youth. I think his name is Javan on YouTube. Because I watch a lot of Jamaican YouTubers. And some people, the way that they live in, so some people need help in Jamaica, you know. But the way that they live in, they were saying that some pipe break off. So now they have no water source, but they have to go down to a gully. And the gully that they had to go get water, it's far, very far. And some of the persons, they actually look retarded, some of them sickly, you know, and they have to go all the way down, and it's a very steep hill. I tell you, some people still, because they have no running water in their pipes, they had to go all the way down. It's like a spring. Thank God there's a spring down there that they can get water, but getting it up is a problem because it takes a lot from them. They have a blind man and then they have a whole lady and her 3 grown kids, but they look retarded. It's crazy. And I mean, it would be so easier for them if they had running water in their pipes. it would have been so much easier. But they have to, as I tell you now, in this time, 2026, people are still, some people will not do it. They will buy water from the water truck. But a lot of persons don't have the money. They don't even have money to buy food, much more to buy water from water truck. They don't have the money to buy the medication, much more to buy water from water truck. So they have to carry the water. Thank Jesus, thank you, Jesus. I don't have a life like that. Yeah, trust me, you have to give thanks. We have to give thanks. We have to. Because some persons are living, when you come on to water, it's like when we used to never have any when you used to have, when internet wasn't and social media wasn't so where I put it now, so known, when we did not know social media like this, because at one point we didn't know social media like this, and I mean it was the same thing. You get what I'm saying? We used to say people in Africa, certain place in Africa where they don't have water, literally. And that is actually happening in Jamaica now in 20, and that was years ago. In 2026 now, a lot of persons don't have, I mean, access to water. I mean, a lot of persons, you know, that's why I say, you see, a lot of Jamaicans are so stupid again in 2026. And people will say, this is what, when people come and say they don't have water and all of that, people will say that is what they vote for. Oh, that is what you vote for. That is not what they vote for. No one would vote for that. No one will vote for that. They vote for proper representation. People to represent them. People to look out for them. People to serve them, not to be served. Not people who dare are to be served. Come on, can't you, e-government, help those who are living this way? Can't so yeah, something can be done. Yeah, exactly. Things, it can be done, sis. Things can be done, but they don't give a shit. Because as I said, every year, when it comes on to time like this, yes, we get less rainfall, but water is here in Jamaica. Water is here that everyone should have water in their pipes. Everyone should have water in their pipes. And you see people come on social media and they bring all kind of distraction to distract people from what is really important. You get what I'm saying? They distract people from what is really important, what is really relevant. They're just into things that is, and I say a lot of these persons, you know, need to come off social media. They need to take with them social media platforms, because all they come with is bullshit that is not helping no one at all. Left Jamaica a while now, and I know these blue drums around the houses would give me ache all over. I have, hold on a joy. I have to do it again. Yeah, trust me, that's not easy. Sorry, my phone messed up my message. I understand. That's okay, sis. It's crazy. I'm hurting hearing this. Yes, I am. And when I look in Senton yesterday, because I know Senton, I've traveled the parishes of Senton, St. Thomas, Portland. I used to buy mango over Portland, St. Thomas. So I know. I used to go to St. Mary every holiday. So I know these parishes full of water. St. Andrew, I know them right through. They're full of water. Yes, Joy. Joy?
Good night, Bonfire.
Yeah.
Yeah, good night. You hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you clearly.
And you know the next thing again with this water
Yeah.
crisis here, it's very bad because even you have schools back in the country area, you know, where as you make mention of putting them water in the pan and wash it. It's still going on because you have school in some of those community, you know, some of those like a basic school and some of those little primary school, they still have toilet using. And them don't have no water to wash them hands and so. Even in my community yes, even in my community that I born and grow. I mean, NWC sending a big water bill and
Mm-hmm.
people complaining about not getting any water, but yet still you have a big bill. Make no sense. I would like for them to make it make some form of sense.
I heard a lot
No,
of people talk about that.
the next thing again,
Mm-hmm.
for that,
Yeah. The next thing again.
no, the next thing again, when you have like these water crises, from I was a little girl growing up in my
Yeah.
district, they have the government parish tank there, and there's
Mm.
no water in it.
Yeah.
No
Yeah. I know the number.
water. If you get water for the month,
Mm-hmm.
you might get maybe a two, maybe
Yeah. Internet messing up.
see water come through the pipe. To the pipe, a lot
Yeah.
of person going there to get
Mm-hmm.
water. When they go there to get water now, sometimes it even create conflict, it create problems because
Yeah.
person
Yeah.
are fight to get
Yeah.
water. Sometimes you pay for your water now and run up your pipe and everything in your yard and things you can get water. You don't have no water. So and then as I mentioned of those rivers, pretty
Mm-hmm.
close to me.
Yeah.
I mean, those rivers never dry. If you know Nice River who live pretty close to
Yeah.
St. Elizabeth and know Nice River.
Let me know nicer, but I didn't really know it. Yeah, but I saw
Yeah,
it and I
there's a
was looking at
lot
it.
of water there.
Yeah, yeah. Big
So
up
I
yourself,
don't know what
KD.
happened.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Now over in St. Catherine you have the Raya Cobra. A Saint name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And what happened to the yeah yes, I've seen places in it dry up like the one by a hospital gate there dry up, yes. But I mean you have the big dam head with a big
Yeah.
dam up there wherever flowing. What happened to all those water?
Mm-hmm. And
I
I
mean,
mean,
what
as I said before, I mean, I know, and as I said, the parishes that they are saying water is restricted, and it doesn't make any sense because those are the parishes with the most water too.
now you go sent on the video that I saw.
Uh-huh.
And there's a lot of water in that area there. So
You
you
see
tell me
that
now,
hills
make
are full of water, rivers and springs. Cause you see that water coming out. It is not a spring, you know. That's a river coming down. That's a river. That's river.
yes, so they need to divert some of those water somewhere and make the water crisis out because this been going on for too long. With all
Every year
those
it's the same
water
thing.
going,
Going straight into the
then
Caribbean Sea.
you saw here that people get charged now for it.
No,
Now
that's
you
what
saw
they're
here that
saying.
people get charged because of the
But that is what they're saying. If you are caught now
Mhm.
using the water for
NWC
non-essential
need to come down.
or non-essential under this order, using NWC supply pipe water for non-essential tasks is strictly illegal. Prohibited activities include watering lawns, gardens, farming, filling swimming pool, and washing vehicle. Using a hose, washing down pavement or roadway. Violators face a fine of $1,000 or prison sentence up to 30 days. And it starts from tomorrow, which is tomorrow is the 17th.
No, me I wonder if a demon of those people are what.
So I am wondering, I am looking and I'm saying,
Because them
if this is because yesterday
sometimes they look
while I
like
was
these people
on
sit
Facebook,
down
I saw
and
some
come up with
people
some
complaining.
rules.
Uh-huh. Yeah, continue.
No, them sit down and them go to them bed and then come
Yeah.
up with some of these rules where to me it don't make no sense. You understand? It don't make
So
no sense. No,
so instead
I
of
mean I
them
think
fixing the problem,
those people I mean I think those people up at Cherry Garden and all those places, those top of the line places, for example, out
mm-hmm.
of water. Because them
and they have
have them water.
and they have pools and stuff like that. So the pool gonna stay dry.
Yeah. So I mean, anyway, check it out now.
Yeah.
This thing this thing going to be problematic now sooner or later. This is another foolish kind of room now. Them open when not gonna make no sense. We're gonna create other problem.
Yeah. And I say every Jamaican stuff. Cause I mean, when I was talking yesterday, Somebody was telling, but it's like, hey, it's a drought, and I'm like, because the person hear it every year, it's because of the drought, and I'm like, yeah, this one also, you think that it is just normal that we shouldn't have any water because it's drought, but then Bermuda, not even Cayman Island, the Bermuda, Bermuda, Bermuda is smaller, a small island
Mm-hmm.
in the Caribbean Sea. I don't want to even be out there. So when you have a storm, because when I look at it, I'm like, damn, that's. And I mean, they have water. Where they get water from?
And
No,
if you check it out now, water, you may mention of, and it probably
yeah,
sound like a joke. When you make mention of those toilet thing and the pit toilet and the what you call it again, the booth drop?
drop both.
Drop,
Drop,
yeah, drop booth.
yeah,
And when person need water, when people go to them places, they them need water for wash them hand, them need to sanitize place, them need to clean down
yes,
place, them need to
because
bathe.
because when you shit, you need to wash your hand properly.
Oh my God.
Because sometimes you cannot tell. I mean, you can be wiping your butt and a little mess go on it. No, we're adults here. You get what I'm saying? So you need to wash your hand
No,
properly because
no holy
germs
fire.
are can be. I
You
mean,
have Mhm.
yeah, and you can give that to somebody else. You can handle food or whatever and give your own family. Everybody have problems. You need proper water. Wash your hands.
Yes. And then you have all a sick person inside with
Yeah.
person who is diabetic, messing up
Yes.
themselves, peeing up
Exactly.
themselves and all of that,
And you
them
have to clean
sick, and
them.
you are, as a caregiver, some person that we all take care of them. I mean,
Yes.
water needed.
Yeah. So you don't even want to handle persons like that because you're gonna have to change them whether they pee or they pass their stool. I mean, and you're a caregiver. You say, I mean, just think about it. You have to deal with a person like that, and you need to make sure they're always clean. How can there be cleanness in that? You need proper water in this
It's
time, and we are, as I say, no, we are not living in the 18th century. And even you're
well,
talking
then
about,
make it
you talk about Saint Elizabeth, which place in Jamaica had water first, even before New York, water and light. It's just
Black
Black
River,
River,
I
right?
think.
Black River
Yeah, I think so.
have running water. Black River, Jamaica. Can you believe that? And you're saying that Balaclava and have no water and all them
Yeah, so
places there.
I mean, no,
That's
Balaclava.
crazy.
When I used to go to school in Balaclava, is a
Yeah,
bath. Them used to for lunchtime. They used to put a bath on everybody.
wash
Not
the
even
hand in it.
soap in a heat. Them just some wash them hand in it, and that's what used
Mm-hmm,
to happen. Right now, you have schools down there right now that I know of
mm-hmm,
is doing the same thing. You have even you even have government high school down there right now. I won't call the name. Who
mm-hmm.
them don't even have water, running water. Sometimes them have to get the water truck and
Mm-hmm.
put water into the tank
They
because
have
there's
black
no
tanks.
water there.
So the government high school have to have black tanks, a lot of
Well, I
black
not
tanks.
even know what tank them have there at the moment, but I know them need
The black
tank.
or
Them have
blue.
a tank there.
No, probably they paint them. You're gonna see them probably
So
in
I
green or
mean,
orange.
anyway you check it out, I don't even, I don't even think persons know how important it is for
Yeah.
water.
No, but as I say, no, it's been happening for years, and people think that they don't deserve more. It's the norm. It has
Water
become
is
the
very.
norm.
If you do, I mean, there was some. Go
It has
ahead.
become the norm. Yeah, yeah. Continue, Joy.
No, I mean, persons sometimes would ask you the question, which one you rather, light or water? Really and truly, I mean, you go to the bathroom and you use the bathroom, you need water to flush it
Yeah,
because it will smell up the place. So to me, water is
water is more
very,
central.
very important.
Yeah, it's water is more central than even light. You can live without light. I mean, but you need water because at some point in life we didn't have light. A lot of person did have light before, but they had water. Water is more important. They say water is life. I mean, they say for years, the only light you need is the light of God. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, but just to say, but water is very important. Water is very essential. And you should have running water in a pipe. There's no reason why you shouldn't have water. Everywhere should have water. And as I say, you have communities from communities from communities. I'm not talking something what I hear. I'm talking about what I know. What I know. At even some point, all right, you see some place in St. Catherine, it has gotten even worse. Because I don't know if you know what they call standpipe. You know what they call standpipe, Joy? They had a thing that they call standpipe.
Yeah.
And not even that they don't have nowadays. A lot of communities used to have a thing that they call standpipe. One pipe in the community that you can go and people take turns at catching water there. Water run there.
That's the
It's a,
water. That's the pipe I'm telling you about. The government,
yeah,
the community pipe.
yeah. And look now, not even that you
And
have in several
again,
communities. Not even that you don't have anymore. So if you're not buying from the truck, the water truck, you have to depend on the rain. If the rain don't fall and the water truck, there's no they're not even a standpipe that can get water from no more. And I know it's 2026 and I'm talking about years ago. So it has gotten even worse in a lot of communities. No road, no
I
water.
don't know, but
And don't say this is what people vote for because no one votes for that. No one would knowingly vote for that. No one would knowingly vote for that.
it's
No
very sad,
one.
holy fire, because I
Yeah,
mean, even as I always make mention of my district,
yeah.
there's no progress, no changes. Everything remains the same. The same water problem, the
Mm-hmm.
same everything, nothing changed.
Yeah.
And when
And
you hear about, because even I have a friend that operates a preschool
yeah.
down in Santa Cruz area.
Mm-hmm.
A
I'm hearing
sense
you.
of she handling baby.
Yeah.
And when she handling babies,
Yeah. I'm hearing a Joy. Joy internet giving trouble.
she handling babies. Sorry about that. She handling babies.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you this, she can hardly find water sometimes to give to the
Infant.
the
Infants.
children them, children them for them do. Now the next thing again with them have again is the problem. The cemetery in St. Elizabeth there. And
Mm-hmm.
this is not make up story. This
Mm-hmm.
is what I'm telling you about. They not even have proper standpipe or the community pipe to get water from. To even put in
Oh,
the cemetery to mix
the
the
mud.
thing there. You call it
Mix cement.
again?
Mix cement.
Fi-
Mix cement.
And then something there. If
Yeah.
you don't them have it in the cemetery where the rent they have the same black tank there.
Yeah.
And you have to rent the tank to put water in it. Because
And
not
then
even and the water truck come and put the water in there because not even that no water no down there.
yeah, yeah. And you know, and that is so bad because guess what? No, no. You see when I do that now, it become a thing where it become about making money for them, so they don't need to fix anything really. So that tank is there now, so they just know that that is there to do that. So if you want water, when you're coming to bury your dead, to mix cement, then you have to pay to get that service. You get what I'm saying? So that, it's not about getting the water there. Is no, that is just there to make money now. Well, I'm read what Carlene said. She said something here. Jamaica is not lacking
And
water.
you know the funny part of that?
Hold on, Joy.
There
Hold on.
there's a
Jamaica,
there's a there,
hold on, Joy. Jamaica is not lacking water resource. It is the way some countries are. The bigger problem is getting safe, reliable water from the source to remote communities and then maintaining the system. Jamaica have good water, good quality water too. I'm telling you, good quality water. Yes, Joy, continue.
yes. And the thing is this again, with that, there's a community pipe just beside the cemetery.
Yeah,
And there's no water in it. I mean, I think water
yeah,
is been a worldly, the country areas. Because I mean, when you think about water, there's no water, no, and then when you do the next thing again, no qualifier.
Mm-hmm.
You have to buy water from the truck.
Yes.
No, the
Yes.
water from the truck is not really cheap.
No, it's not.
It's very expensive.
Yes.
So
More. I was trying to remember, but I don't remember exactly. I'm not telling a lie. I was trying to remember how much for a black tank, because I know I have people in the country what they have to buy. So I know, right? I know that they have to buy it. Water. Some Marvin
and
said,
some household don't have
yeah,
one.
no. Some Marvin said the Black River, Noise River, Wyeth Falls, and other ponds that centrally can really be better for persons and get what exactly Wyeth Falls and one of them and I mean Nice River said then if you have water St. Elizabeth, there's no reason for you not to have water there. It is just a thing that people work with every year. You hear it's a drought, so you know no water. Or you're gonna have no water for this period, and people just work with it, not understanding that there is actually water. They just need to fix things. Yes, Joy. Joy.
Yes, so I mean, then you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
Yes, and as I was saying, the water now because the people them there have no other way out.
Mm-hmm.
As you make mention of it, it become a business because they don't have no
Yes.
other way out and they need water now.
Yes.
With that, the little bit of water now where they get,
Yeah.
they can't waste the water. Use plenty. Them basically use a very small amount of water. So sometimes you smell all those very same children now going to school. Them
Mm-hmm.
don't smell proper because
They have
them
a,
don't
they
get
have
proper water to bathe themselves to shower themselves
in
properly.
Jamaican term, they don't bathe, they tidy. They
Tidy.
tidy.
What do you mean by
Yes,
tidy?
because no, listen, in Jamaica, when people don't have a lot of water, they actually tidy. So what they do, they wash the essential parts, are the most important parts. They wash the arms and the groin area. You get what I'm saying? So it's not enough water
Yes.
to
So
wash the entire body. So they use the term tidy, and that is not being tidy. It is just the word that we use, tidy. So they wash the essential areas, the groin and the armpit especially.
so sometime now those children come to school now, and when they come to school,
Yeah.
other children probably were in a better position than them smell them, start to tease them
Yes.
and start to call them names because sometimes them clothes can't even wash properly because if you wash your
Yes.
clothes and you don't even rinse it properly, it have
Mhm.
this funky smell.
Yes.
So I
Yes. Yes.
mean, look how important water is. Water is important in every way. I mean,
Yes.
I personally think the government need to do something better,
But I don't
need
think the
to do
government know
something
about it.
when it comes to this water problem here.
Knowing the government, I don't think the government know
They
about
don't?
it. No. Well, ask me why. They know about
Why you
nothing
say
at all. You
that?
don't realize because the government know about nothing that's happening. You don't know that. You don't realize that they know nothing about what's happening. They don't know.
So the deaf, dumb, blind.
No, they don't know. So it's like
So I
you're
mean,
in your house and it's burning down, completely down, and the fire truck is outside, out in it, and water is gushing everywhere in the house, and the smoke and everything, but you don't know it's burning down. So that is the government. They
so
don't
this
think.
this no water crisis now it affects a lot of households
Yeah,
in many different ways
yeah,
because sometimes you have persons there who don't even have no water. They can't
mm-hmm.
even cook a proper meal to give the children them or give the child because there's no proper water there to cook either. Them have to wait. I mean, when the rain fall, them have to wait and the pipe, the tank them, the little jug them to full.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
then when the full something you look and it just see some little, some little worm thing, they call it mosquitoes.
yes, yes.
And
A mosquito
then
and mosquitoes and our mosquitoes.
yeah, but them kind of wiggle up.
Yeah, but they're gonna farm into mosquitoes.
Okay, well, yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that, no, when you check it out now, I mean, even you have this thing them call senior climb over even a hit. Because them have to protect it now for use and all of that because there's not enough water. Even though you can get those from the tank, the government pipe, same the community pipe, same way. But I mean,
It's
them
no,
put
it's
like a bleach in a hit to get it
chlorine.
sanitized and all of that so they can use it. I
Mhm.
mean, there's a lot of foolishness that is going on. I mean, water is essential. Water is important. Them need to look into it and make a change. And the next thing again, NWC need to stop overcharge people when it's
Mhm.
only air coming out of them pipe. Because right now I have a classmate in Balaclava, St. Elizabeth again, who get a bill, and this is a makeup story. Every
Mhm.
time him go to him pipe and turn on him pipe, he have no water. And trust me, every month him get a bill.
And trust
And
me,
the last,
and what come out of that pipe, it's gonna be the pipe is actually gonna black up and start rusting. So and
yes.
water will come. Yes.
So the only thing him get from out of that pipe when he turn on is a sound like of something like that. Then the last time when him say, he
Mhm.
told me
Yeah.
that when he got the last bill, it was $96,000.
Mhm.
What he did, you see him in the building stuff. What he
Yeah.
did, him build a tank and connect it up to him house and everything and all of that. So right now, he's living off tank,
Mhm.
but there's a but.
You
Because
have to buy
when
it.
rain
You have to
don't
buy it.
fall,
You have to buy
when
it.
the rain don't fall, it actually costs him. But he said prefer it cost him that way than go
Mhm.
pay to water
Authority.
the yes, because it now make no sense in a add up.
Yeah.
And this been going on, and that the same thing happened to my teacher friend
Mhm.
somewhere down in Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth, where she have no water and then give her a big bill. And it even happened to our house, she said. So I mean, this water problem become I mean, it's a big crisis there.
Yeah.
No,
It is. It
me no
is.
way.
Let me read what Caroline said. She said, my question would be, how do we identify the communities that are still being left behind and create a model that can be replaced parish by parish? They know the parishes, Sir Caroline. They know, but they don't give a shit because the people that actually vote them in and whichever party, they are not, it's like they don't hold them accountable because the people behave like they are the minority, not understanding that we are in fact the majority. So we are to hold them accountable and demand that we get water. And it's not that it's a lot of communities right across Jamaica. Thousands of communities they have never even seen water in them pipe for years. Them, as I said, them grand pitney and great grand pitney never see water. So it's become their norm to just buy water now from the water truck. Yes, Joy.
Then up in Trelawney area there, because I
Yeah.
have a sister live there too.
Mm-hmm.
When I was visiting there,
Mm-hmm.
a tank she using until today.
And she get used to it.
And she get used to it. Persons in the community there,
Mm-hmm.
even she go ahead and get the pipe run into her house.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this now. Because you may mention a farming, I mean, she do the chicken, the chicken, the boilers, the white ones,
Yeah,
those
man. Yeah, man.
chickens.
Yeah.
She do that. Now we have persons now who doing a little small agriculture, for them thing or them small farming and all of that. Where, not every farmers or every farm. You have persons who do farming as animal, will farm and we do animal farming. You
Yeah.
have persons who do greens,
Yes.
the vegetable part of it and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
No,
You have
she
people.
do.
You have people raise hog. Just think about raising pigs. And pig pen need to be clean every day.
Yes, the animal part of the farming. No, you mean, and chicken, don't make mention of chicken because you have a time you have to go inside of it and you have to
Yes, yes,
clean the
yes.
coop
Yes, and chicken
and you
need
have
water
to
every
wash
day
it
too.
out and everything. And chicken
Right?
drink water every day.
Every day.
So I
Yeah.
mean, them people there now, that is why I know the whole chicken thing now, I don't really trust it like that if you don't have water because to me, I
Yeah.
don't think you clean up that thing properly.
Mm.
because there's a lot of water crisis going on there. And
Yeah. And you
because
need
you
you,
need
you,
water for the sir.
you need a lot of water.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, you touch pig.
Yeah. No,
My
because
brother used to do,
I have family in the country who have pigs same way.
and
And
pigs is
and
one of
they
the
have to,
most nastiest something.
yeah, they have to buy water to clean pig pen. Just imagine that. That's crazy.
I mean, you're in the little green farm now where you
Yeah.
decide, say, all right, then you're going to do greens. You need
Hmm.
the water now for water your callaloo,
Yeah.
your like a bap chow. You need the water for do this, you need the water for do that. You mean for the water, you like a peas, you like a tomato.
No,
There is no water.
stick a pin, Joy, stick a pin. I know persons that grows callaloo in St. Catherine. When I talk about callaloo, I mean they supply callaloo to hotels and stuff and places like that. So they have very huge callaloo farms. And when you go there, they have to have sprinkler in order to sprinkle their farm. So where are they supposed to get water from now?
Hmm.
And I mean, they're not supposed to use water to water your farm. So where are you gonna get water from? That's crazy.
No, I'm going back to the human part of it now, holy fire,
Yeah.
where you have a household, because you know you have a lot of family where them have extended family. Some of them have the nuclear,
Mm-hmm.
and most extended family where you have persons with more than how many generations in the family house, in that the household there.
Yeah.
Some of them come with a lot of teenagers, and some of them come with a lot of,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
young adults. And
Mm-hmm.
when they touch for them cycle as female and they
Okay.
need a lot
Okay.
of water,
Mm-hmm.
you know how devastated that be with bathroom for flush and this and that. Come on. Water is so
You feel violated not having water to
important.
clean up yourself. Yeah. Yeah. I
Water
mean,
is so important.
yeah. And that's
When
why a
my
lot of
mother
youth.
passed away,
Yeah.
when my mother passed away, and that is when I realized how what I miss and what
Mm-hmm.
I don't, what I don't, and I enjoy and appreciate what I have.
Mm-hmm.
When she passed away, and I went where she was put to rest, and there was no water there and all of that. I saw some green water into a tank, into a drum.
Yeah.
I have to buy that water for use to do me have to do. Plus,
Mm-hmm.
I pick it up on myself, never bathe,
Mm-hmm.
because I have to leave from where no water, no hot, but at least me they have nice river pretty close to me where me could have go bathe and
Mm-hmm.
come back. I leave there, son. I went where she's at. And let me
Mm-hmm.
tell her there was no water. When I go, I get some water in a one little pan,
Mm-hmm.
way down in the water bottom, and I have to use that and wash up. And I'm like, my God, really? And
Mm-hmm.
let me tell you, my auntie look at me at that time and tell me, said, that's what you have to use, because you can't go get no more. Me even reach to the point of say, you can't sell me some. She said, no, you cannot get no more. It's when
Yeah.
I reach back up the night, I go straight to Nice River. And I'm be honest with you, me and my friend take a proper bath.
Not the
I
river.
don't I don't leave the next morning without going to Nice River and get a proper bath there, because when we go in there's no water.
Yeah.
When I reach back, I said to myself, thank you, Lord. Because, at least I am not in this situation again. But water,
It's
very
very essential.
important.
Yeah, it is. It is. And as I said before, I mean, majority of the parishes that they are gonna put water restriction on, I mean, there's water there. But they are to do their job. In order for them to make arrangement and build a proper facility, you know, to store
And
the
then
water.
in closing, before
Yeah,
I close off from this now, Wolfie, you probably you made mention of it to even some people
yeah.
about water. Sometimes they even want to come be very disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
Them want to come all tell you jolt and even want to about, oh, then fixing us things to see a problem with it and all of that and everything. But guess what happened?
Mm-hmm.
I'll say this. Sometimes until you walk into that person's shoes, most time it can't ever fit you because
Yes.
it might too big, might too tight
Mm-hmm.
or something, but it can't fit you. Those people who suffer from it, those are the ones.
So wait there. You have a currency. You have a currency. This saddens me, and a smart city should be coming. A smart city should be coming. You kidding me? And you people are still living in this way? Absolutely not. Fix up your locals first, then go ahead and build all that you want. So just imagine, no matter about smart city. When I mean, what about who's the smart city gonna be for? As I said, it's not gonna be smart city. Not gonna be for the small people. In a country, you look out for your own people first. That's what you're supposed to be. About smart city. I didn't remember. I didn't remember that. Thank you for reminding me, sis, about smart city.
And then,
When
well,
people don't
fire,
have pipe water and them pipe.
well, fire said this year
Yeah.
before I come off because this just come to mind a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
When I was living in Jamaica, Spanish
Yeah.
Town side, I remember visiting my cousin,
Mm-hmm.
and there was no water where she at, and she wanted to use the toilet. You made mention of the boof thing there,
Drop buff.
and let me tell you
You
this.
keep forgetting. Drop buff.
And let me tell you this. It's a bag of sauce she used and do it in.
A bag of what?
It's a plastic bag. I
Uh-huh.
see she used. The only difference is she had tissue
Uh-huh.
and use the plastic bag. And then I'm like, what are you doing? That I asked her because I find that very strange. And I'm like, what are you doing? She said,
But
I'm applying the shadow.
it's not the first I've heard of that. Because recently I heard someone was telling me since last week that that's what they did living in the country. They said sometime you hear it's something wheel over your house. Someone would pull in a bag and fling it over your house. I'm like, you know,
And
that is not safe.
then I said to her, are you serious? She said to
Oh
me, say,
Lord.
watch me. And then when she do it in a holy fire, sometimes she said she do it here in her bag and just wrap it up good and put it in her handbag and carry her away so till she reach somewhere. She drop it. I'm
No,
like, girl, you're sick. So I mean,
no. So she having nurse wrap up decent and put in her handbag.
yes, she said she when she
No.
reach somewhere, throw it away because she don't want to put it too close, then dog gonna mess with it and all of this something there. And
She's
I'm like,
dangerous.
I
She's
find it
dangerous.
very strange because I'm like, wow. And even the other day, me and my cousin was
Mhm.
talking about it same way and we had a good laugh.
No, sir.
So I mean,
No.
it goes to show you how important water is. Water
Oh.
is important. Water
Actually, the first
needed.
I heard that one, she pull in her bag, wrap it up properly, and put it in her handbag so she can get dispose of it.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what she said. Because she didn't want to throw it too close to her house from where she lived. Because where she lived in Spanish Town, it wasn't, if she
Oh,
throw it probably,
yeah, there
yes,
was
so
no.
she have to get rid of it.
Wow.
So, I mean, sometimes you hear some people living some life,
And it
and
might sound
sometimes you
away, you
don't
know.
even know it.
And again, it might sound away, but when you need to go, you got to go. You can't wait. There is no waiting. There is no holding it. You got to let it out. You get what I'm saying?
So,
Yeah, it's crazy. You have to let it out. It have to come out.
so you
There
think
is no
about this
holding
whole
it.
water.
Oh, I can't hold it tomorrow. Yeah, it's right. You
When
have
you
to do
hear
it
about this
now.
whole water,
Yeah.
I mean, it breaks your heart again because
Yeah.
even because I'm talking to you now and I'm
Mhm.
thinking back even in my community, back then with some of these little elderly person who can hardly go
That is a trip.
and they need water. So, I mean,
Yeah.
no, sir.
Seriously, yeah. Seriously, sis. Yeah.
No man, she said she did, and that's a regular thing. She
The thing,
said she do it.
you know what thing is, and I know she must be a hot girl too, don't you? She hot girl,
Trust
nice
me, she
looking
is.
girl. She's a hot girl. So just think about it. That's why sometimes when I say you guys see hot girls out there, you might think that they're better off than you because whatever. Just approach them, not afraid, because a lot of them they pull in bags and bring it in their handbags.
Actually, today was a ceremony that preached in church that sometimes you see some persons
Yeah,
with certain things you don't because you don't know what them going through. I
yeah,
mean, she was looking so good now. But I had find it strange because I was
yeah.
like, me need to see where exactly she had do. To be honest with you, the way how me want to come curious, I never
Uh-huh.
leave the living room area. I stand because I really want to hear what is going on. Because she take it and bring it with her in her bag.
But sometimes some people don't need to know certain things. Because me, I don't want to know that because I was traumatized for life. I always remember that. Me now I remember that.
No, but I remember it, because sometimes you are
I'm
not
just
in
saying,
the position.
I just part of life still. I just experience. And sometimes
You're not in the position because what she used
experience
to
is like,
do,
And the thing is, as I say, there is no, we might sound a way to, and some people might say she nasty. Guess what now? There is no hole in it. What is she gonna do? She don't have no water. What is she gonna do? Okay, hold it until the next day when she go to work. You can't do that. You cannot hold shit. You gotta do it. You no hole in it. You gotta go. You gotta go. No. Yeah, you gotta go.
and
No.
then the next
Hmm.
thing again, even with plates in the
Yeah,
sink or in they have a thing back then. I don't know what you guys call it. In my country, they call it pudding pan, something like that.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, what can smell bad like you have some plates in some water for days when need for wash?
Hmm,
It
hmm.
smells very bad. I mean, you need water to do so many things. That's
Yeah.
the more
And
you talk about it, is the more things just keep popping up where you need water for
and,
do.
and exactly. But and when you have kids, you need water. When you have kids around you, you need. I mean, as adults, you need. But when you have kids, you need water. You need water, running water to always, And that's why a lot of kids they say they catch at time they get germs and all kind of infections. I mean, this thing that they call foot and mouth disease and all of that crap because they are not washing their hands and all of that and their body parts
And them
properly.
hair too, they have ringworm and
Yeah,
them something there because they're not washing the hair.
yeah. So you need water.
So
And
water
as I say,
restriction.
and when you check it out, a lot of, when you really check it out, those who have money and where they're living, you will not see them in situation like these. They will not have situation like these. Their kids will not have to go through situation like what persons who are less fortunate, not poor, because poor is a curse word for me. People who are less fortunate that doesn't have that capacity of money to do certain things, and so they can live elsewhere. Once you are living certain places and all of that, you will be you have access to a lot of water and all of that. It is what it is. But persons who don't have it. So that's why I say, as me say, um, Selassie say it in a ceremony and Bob Marley put it in words. Until there is no first class and second class citizens of any nation, there will be war. War in the east, war in the west, war up north, war down south, war, rumors of war. You get what I'm saying? You're gonna have issues. You're gonna have people fighting, just like the people are always fighting each other. They're not fighting who they're supposed to fight. You're fighting your brother and your sister, and your brother and your sister did not put you in that position. You voted for persons to do the right thing, and instead of doing the right thing, they are there filling their pockets and their bellies instead of
Good.
serving
Hold it
the
fire.
people. Yeah.
You're talking about voting.
Mm-hmm.
The primary school again in my area again, because I can talk about my area because I get good information from it.
Yeah.
And even when them have the basic school, because you have more than one basic school there,
Yeah.
And let me tell you this, I have one more than one primary school there. And let me tell you this. They have, I mean, MP a come on at the school and I
Mm-hmm.
look and I make all these promises and everything. And there's no water inside the school. They flush the toilet. Children gone inside the bathroom. Yes, them probably upgrade maybe one or a few of them to flush.
Mm-hmm.
But where's the water there? Where's the water inside of there to control the filth and everything that get into it? I
Yeah.
mean, no water, no soap, nothing in there. I mean, other children come, and that's why sometimes children come home and them sick, and you don't know how them sick. You
Yes.
understand? Is where they pick up from school because
Yeah.
you not even have water to wash the things them proper the canteen. You don't have
Yeah.
water to flush the stuff them we get down into that toilet. I mean, you not even have proper drinking water to drink either.
Yeah. You know, and that's why when I went to the country, I remember one family member, and I said Jamaicans, a lot of Jamaicans, they are living in a slave mindset. The slave don't know what it's like to be freed. They were born into slavery. So they believe that slavery is normal. And I say this to say, when I went to the country during right after the election, and I remember a family member told me that they voted. And I said, what did you vote for? Why did you vote? So well, the MP come around and he give me some a bag of food. And I didn't know if I was to laugh because I didn't find it hilarious. A bag of food and I got half bag of fertilizer. And believe me, this family member have grandkids, great grandkids. And I'm like, you think that that person should be looking and say, well, then I'm going to vote and look for reasonable reason that I should vote for my grandkids and for better for them and my great grandkids better for them. But this person said they vote because they get $5,000 or $6,000 on that election day, and they had gotten food and half bag of fertilizer. And I'm saying, when will Jamaicans, a lot of Jamaicans, take themselves out of this slave mindset and stop allowing politicians to buy them out? And that is not even buy, that is selling itself even cheap. That is selling yourself cheap. You don't need to that far vote or anything like that. You need proper representation. If someone is gonna give you all of that, then you don't know what they're all about. You get what I'm saying? Saying is to say that people should be looking out for their grandkids and their great grandkids. And this is why we have this over and over is a cycle. Or we are always be talking about it as a cycle. They have people that this is what they see. Jamaicans, this is what they see. They have a slave mindset. The slave don't think that he deserves to be free because he doesn't know what freedom is like. So he continue to live in that slavery mindset. It's just that it ain't the white man, the European that is enslaving them. It's people of their own in color. I enslave them now in this time. Have them living in bondage. Don't pressing them, not oppressor. Because up is a good thing. Going up is a good thing. Don't pressure. Don't pressing them.
And Holy Fire, I said this and close off. Some of these people,
Uh-huh.
they are their own slaves. They come
No,
to them.
they're not no one slave, you know. It's a slave, it's just have a slave mindset. They're easy to manipulate. When anything the slave master, because the slave master come now, it they wants you say for example, if it was a European coming around now, then they would say, no, this white man I mean enslaved my ancestors. But no, the slave master is now a man of his own skin color, so he can come and manipulate it because him look like him. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I work with him because him look like me.
Yeah, and them trick. I
Yeah.
mean, they are tricked. And as we brother Brain say, sometime when you're showing one for obia.
No, that's
And person
that's all they're being doing. That's science them.
science, yes. So
So what kind
sometimes
of
person
science?
might hear Sometimes
Yeah.
person might hear you come up and use the word, I mean, OBR signs, and then probably say, I mean,
Mm.
you love call that word. Sometimes the action of the people them
Yeah.
make you
It can be
literally have
natural.
to ask
It can be
yourself those
natural.
questions.
It's like a mind
Because,
controlling thing. It's a mind
yes,
controlling. So it can't
because,
be natural. No.
yes, because the foolishness them what them do
Yes.
and the crazy things them what them do, sometimes you have
Yeah.
to really get up and ask yourself the question,
Yeah.
is this for real?
Yeah.
Is this is this really happening?
Exactly. And that kind of
I
person is
mean,
very dangerous. Yeah, yes, true, sis. Exactly. Dangerous.
yeah, and I mean, and then sometimes you see, some of them have a lazy mindset
Yeah.
because during the time of the whole, when this whole excitement coming in for election and all of them something there, them probably see, okay, maybe them see a way out to get a 5,000 or 6,000 or 10,000, the most maybe $15,000, and them
Hmm.
call it a big deal for them when it's definitely not. You
No, it's
understand?
not.
So
Yeah.
because they have a lazy mindset sometimes,
Hmm.
and I'm telling you from even my family point of view, where sometimes you speak to them and you
Yeah.
talk to them and you correct them about certain things, sometimes they go ahead and them same one again will turn around on you and say you act like you think you're better than them, or you're better than this, or you're better than that because of their lazy mindset. They
Hmm.
don't want to do nothing. So there's an opportunity at that time present itself where they can get some free this and some free that. So
Hmm.
they take it. You
And it's not
understand?
lasting. And
And
it's not lasting.
yes,
It's only temporary.
yes.
Hmm.
So when you ask yourself the question now, you know whether upon the outside looking in.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to say, sometimes you have to even self-search yourself and wonder if you are the weird one.
Yeah. And and,
Because
and next thing again, people might say, how do you hold those who put to represent accountable? We are the majority, not the minority. If we said you are supposed to do this, and if you don't do this, then this we are gonna withdraw ourselves. You have to do what we say you to do because we put you there to do what we want you to do. Not you doing what you want to do and pretending like you are in control. You ain't in control. You ain't in control of shit. Not even your house ain't in control of. So Caroline said that slave mindset is very important for us to identify because they will go against you and your own. It's worse than the pain. It's worse than the plant and the palm color, man. Yeah, definitely, sis, for sure.
and then it come back down again to holy fire where
Yeah.
when they when they do all of this,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and then come up with it and make their foolish decision and come back.
Mm-hmm.
And then when them start to feel it, them start to complain to you. And then the next thing again, when you come back and when you ask questions, you see any betterment? Oh, I am a traditional this and then go traditional and my grandfather this, my
Mm-hmm.
mother this and my this that. Listen to me. Yes, you have to have a rule. I know that.
Yeah.
You understand? But if you are going to do something, do it for a change. For example, if me, I go down in my district because I've never voted and I don't see nobody in my district I would have voted for. Coming in, I go pick up myself and go from Cayman and go vote for none of them down there because they don't make no sense. If
Mm-hmm.
me, I go vote with office, maybe one of them put a proper water thing
No,
down there right now, then I would probably go down there and go vote for
but
it.
that's the thing what I'm talking about now, Joy. See, if you the citizens demand, if you come together, so coming together is very important. First of all, you have to come together. But if you are divided, there's no coming together. So the thing is to divide and rule is their only plan. So if you are divided, there's no coming together in the first place. So you are divided and you're gonna stay divided. You get what I'm saying? And when you're divided, then they can pay off some people and some people just come, you know? But if you come together and demand that you're supposed to get this is what it's supposed to be, this is for the benefit of our community, then it's supposed to happen. But divide division, United we
And
stand and divided we fall.
you see your
Yeah,
mind again, Holy Fire,
yeah.
it's a big thing because
Mhm.
I mean you have persons who have a certain mindset where that's just how them condition them mind and them condition every part of them.
Yeah.
Say that is it. So you have some of them now who, for example, see the pit toilet because I have relatives right now who I know for a fact where them go and do for them thing. You understand? And them not intend to come out a certain lifestyle.
Right,
So when
right.
you know, speak to them about certain things, when you see the light and you try to highlight them and the light, no, they will come in and take foolish advice from maybe one foolish politician will come in
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and tell them crap who give him or give her maybe one $10,000 again when you know try to elevate that person.
Yeah.
Show them say, all right, so
Set
and
him
so,
free,
realize say
mind free. Yeah, yeah.
you need to free your mind from mental slavery,
Mm-hmm.
emancipate yourself. You know, sister, you're living in a bondage basically in your, with your own self. You
Yeah.
understand? Change
Mm-hmm.
yourself, change your mindset. You mean
Stop
from your
depending. Stop
from
depending on handouts. Stop depending on
yes,
handouts. Yeah.
you know, see from your born a pit toilet, you're inner.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've read a roach. So you can't get me going on one pit toilet.
Mm-hmm.
Long grow out of that past that and gone.
Yeah.
Gone are the days. No, you go around your family man tell him say you can't do that. Them are gonna look at you now and tell us that then you're going like you better than one pit toilet. You go there now and you want to wash your hand. Them are gonna look on you and tell us say, then you never used to this, you never used to that. Yes, you used to, but you migrate from it. You're no
Yeah.
longer
You're supposed
in
to
a
be
that the
elevated.
mindset and all
Yeah.
of that. You know
Yeah.
better
Yeah.
now.
Not because they used to do that. That doesn't mean that it should be continued the same way. It should be changed. There's a
Yes.
process, so it should be changed. Not supposed to
So
stay the
you
same
come
way. So you're supposed to carry water up in your
and
head all the days of your life. No, you're supposed to have running water now.
so when you come now, because I'm telling you, it happened to me when I go around some of my family member,
Mm-hmm.
especially in the countryside. And it's like the way how you see them do certain things. And I look and I said, mm-mm, me can't handle it. The first thing them say, you're too show off and all of that.
Yeah,
When,
I just stush.
yes, when me go down there in a holy fire and I go where them at, and I no see no running water, I no see no water to flush toilet, I no
Mm-hmm.
see nothing like that. And then when I open my mouth and talk, them basically as I said to you, then know where you are come from. Yeah, where
Mm-hmm.
me I come from, it means me I go backward, I'm going forward.
Because it has become their norm, their mindset now. They're okay with the way that thing is. The thing is that things are. It's supposed to stay that way. There is no getting better. This is just it. As I say, the slave born in slavery, so it doesn't think about being freed. It does
And
deserve. Yes. Yeah.
water authority, and the water they are putting people too in a
Mm-hmm.
slavery because
Yeah.
they not give them a chance, especially the country picnic them where I grew up. They're not giving them a chance of to feel a proper shower on them body, how it feel,
Mm-hmm.
a proper flush toilet, and all of that. You
And, and,
know,
and the people is to be
them
blamed too
are,
because I said they're not demanding for change. Or they demand
they're
change,
not demanding for change, holy fire.
but they demand change going in the
But
pocket. That's the change
can
that
I
they want.
yes, the demand change holy fire. And every time I go come off and end something come back to me. The demand change. But can a child
Yeah.
demand change? The
Can a
child is
child?
the one,
Mm-hmm.
our children is the one who I really suffer
Yeah.
in all of it. Because they would get the opportunity. You don't because of your mindset, for example, and because you narrow down your stuff,
Yeah. Yeah.
because you narrow down your stuff. You don't give your child a chance. Pick up beard and I want proper shower. We don't want decent, nice body wash. You give them a little, you know, like a piece of soap, one little piece of soap powder or something, you know, to just
Yeah.
hurry up and wash up areas. And then guess what happened? You see one that go out there, no one see a person with them proper water. And then you that go talk, then because him a bathe in the shower, me not bathe in the shower, that's why him a bathe so. No. You need to stop the
Yeah.
foolishness and wake up and come to the real world
Yeah.
and come out of fairy tale.
Yeah.
Because even with this water crisis right now, me think that some of the country people then could do better if they
Exactly.
stand up
Yeah. And
and
as I say,
stand up.
it's like a prank. I mean, I never know so I mean, some never know the government play prank too. They have cameras all over still, you know. So it must be a prank. Yeah, it
But
must
if
be
you
a prank.
ask me, government always a prank. That's
Yeah,
strange.
but me not find it hilarious. Them prank is so funny that I don't find it hilarious. Their prank is funny, but I don't find it hilarious. So they are playing very funny pranks, but I don't find it hilarious. Yeah, because when you're gonna say water restriction in St. Andrew, St. Thomas, Kingston, Portland, and St. Anne and St. Catherine, that must be a damn prank. You get what I'm saying? That's a prank. Some serious prank. Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's crazy.
Sometimes when you think you hear it all,
Yeah, you just hear it.
and then tomorrow again, there is something else again they have. Then go on them bed tonight and coming up with again tomorrow some foolish things.
And as Sister Caroline said, and they're talking about building smart. Or can you say talking about building smart city when people still don't have water in their homes, proper running water and proper roads. So we'll talk about that too. We'll talk about but not in this one. Not I mean, you know? Yeah, we'll talk about that too. But you talk about
Yeah.
who's the smart city for? Because of some rich guys, some rich people, you know, it's not some it's not some people where some less fortunate people are control are gonna run this smart city, you know, as some billionaires. And you have your own people them still suffering for water, still carry water upon them head. And you're talking about smart and people are okay with that. Oh, he's doing such a good job. I play a prank with him in a serious time. So prank
But the only for the government always a prank. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
yeah, as I say, Frank said, what is joke to you is dead to me. You get what I'm saying? So you find it, yeah, as you know, I tell you, you find it funny. But as I say, it's not hilarious. It's not hilarious to me. It's just freaking crazy. You're gonna talk shit, and people say, "Oh, you're doing such a good job. Doing such a good job." I said, people are so damn stupid.
And I don't think NWC really care about the
But it's not
the
who run
less fortunate
NWC.
ones. You know why?
Who run NWC? Who runs and who responsible for NWC? NWC responds for itself. Is it a private company?
No.
Okay. It's not a private company. It's not a private entity. You get what I'm saying? Or maybe nobody know who run it. Because in this country, the government knows nothing what's
Maybe a
happening.
science will run it.
Yeah, the government no where run it. Just like how they never know about people in house. Nobody know. Nobody know about it. So they house them not about them. But police and soldier can go there. And nobody knows about it. And I say even about that, even when you talk about the houses and even the fact that it's known that it was illegal what they've done, even though the people, I mean, are living there, people are just saying, oh, they're squatting, they're squatting, they're squatting. It's not about the people rights, you know, people don't have no rights. They're squatting, nothing else. What they did, what they're saying, what they did, or they detain them and everything, that is illegal. People are talking about that. Jamaicans, people of my own skin color, oh, they're squatting. You get what I'm saying? And how they came about, who the company or whatever came about that land, thieving land, same way. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, from the little view that I saw with that land, it's on a proper beach. You know, you can stay out and look at the beach. So
I tell you, I could go on about that because I did even more research about it. You get what I'm saying? And that's stolen land anyhow.
and holy fire,
Yeah,
the
it's crazy.
whoever control NWC
Yeah.
need to remember, say, some persons who them a bill to this
Mm-hmm.
big bill and them medication money them a take to try to pay it to get a little bill. Because sometimes them not even get water from the pipe, but maybe like 2 times for the month if so much, or if so many times.
But that's what Marvin say. Yeah, Marvin say. Because it's what Marvin say 2 times for the week. They must get water. I say Thursday,
Yes.
Wednesday, and Friday, something like that. But 2 days. So I'm saying that's sound like a garbage truck come to collect garbage.
And then when you have a big bill now, you have to pay them. And then when
Yeah.
them come and disconnect it, you
Mm-hmm.
still have to pay for reconnection. Now tell me how that makes sense. And for them regular thing, oh, they are for the people. Explain how you are for the people when the people not getting nothing and not benefit from nothing. How you be for the people. If you
Well,
ask me, you are for your damn self.
if you ask me, they're just doing whatever what you them do say. I mean, my bang line. They might chop it. You know, it's a choppy people them say me.
Yeah, they are
A
big.
chop,
Who are the biggest that are choppers like them?
a big choppings are going same way. If you ask me, a few choppings are going. It's a chopper thing. Yeah.
But anyway, Wolfire was a nice
Yeah.
life. I enjoy it, but because I experience it in my community, and it's still going on in my community, even with schools, big old proper government schools and all of that who don't have no water, even since the whole Melissa thing here, when them have water problem and water crisis there, where even past students have here help out with certain things. Come on.
And that's the
It
thing, you know,
it
in life, there is no better for you than when you experience a thing, then you can actually talk about it. It's not about talking about what you hear, but what hear say. It's what
no,
you know.
I know.
Yeah. So what you know is
Nobody not
talk
telling
about what you
me.
know. Right. And that's the best thing. So whenever I come here and talk,
No,
I don't talk about what I hear. I talk about what I know, what I've seen
so
with my own
even
eyes.
in there when you have
Yeah.
politicians who running up and down like a headless chicken and not do nothing and then come attack. I mean, focus on the school. Focus on the primary school, the basic school. In my district here, you have 2 basic schools so far. And let me tell you, they are suffering from water. Water is the main crisis.
Yeah, but
One
but
of
of course, it is so you cannot have schools and hospitals and all of that without water, especially school. We're talking about kids daily activity without water. I mean,
the
that
parish
just
tank in there,
it's crazy.
it's ever empty. It's empty to the point where I not even know if water ever come in there. So 'cause from me a little girl, we don't have water. We still have to go we at the river go catch water from we head and come back or get water truck or who can afford water truck. So the government, them, I put people out of them way as well. Persons I made mention of the cemetery there.
Hmm.
The government, the community pipe is just right there. Persons have them loved one pass away who can afford to go get water. You know, you mean you have to go rent, you have to go, and not only that, you know, holy fire. You have to
Yeah.
rent the tank,
Hmm.
plus you have to buy the water because the
Okay.
tank is not yours. So we need water. Maybe it's people they need to protest. We need water.
So I did that. So
When
actually poll that I put up say if water commission is doing NWC is doing enough to give us water, and the poll say 100% people say no, they are not doing enough. So you see 100% no. That's
good night,
messed up.
holy fire. I'll back in the
Okay.
comment because I know you're closing off your show now.
Yeah, I'm gonna close off about no. Yeah. So yes, peeps. Yeah. So we discuss real life issues on here. We don't come here and chat crap, but we don't know are things that don't you don't learn anything from. Yes, and as we don't just talk either, I'm here to talk and tell that Jamaicans that we are the majority, not the minority. And that slave mindset that we don't have need to cut out. Jamaicans are so eagerly, in so much eager to fight each other and unalive each other over foolishness, over color, over green and orange. You get what I'm saying? No coming together at no time at all. You know? There's division. Yeah, whether on social media, you see people just at times are what people just type, read comments and people are at each other. And it's always over green and orange. All over green and orange, always over green and orange. People are ready to fight each other. If fingers could fight, you would see them fingers fighting based on the comment. And I know people, when people comment too, I know people actually Jamaicans are that will actually look for people, look up them profile and see what the picture look like and all that. To see them, if they see them on the road, look fight them literally based on what they comment about and their opinions and all of that. People are so stupid. People are so stupid when they do stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? You deserve better. Everybody deserves to have running water in their pipe. And the drought that Jamaica have, that shouldn't affect us having water. Other countries in the Caribbean, other Caribbean islands, don't have rivers nor springs, and they have water 365 days per year. Ask them. Do no one research. It is there. Google is there. Even more than Google, no have AI. You have AI now, very accurate, can tell you how many countries in the Caribbean don't have springs or rivers and where they get water from. There is no channel bringing water, fresh water directly to their countries. None. But they have water. Just do your own research. I'm not even going to say it. So Jamaica could do the same thing. There's no reason why we should have drought and restriction of water. That's foolishness, 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 foolishness. And it's time that we hold those people who put as governance accountable. You get what I'm saying? Yes. So anyway, peeps, big up on yourself. Enough love and respect and continue to watch the videos and support. Yeah. And as we say already, I like to do this because when I do this video, at the time you guys don't know what's happening, but you get what I'm saying? Things are happening, always happening. Nothing is as it seems. Yes. So big up on yourself, enough love and respect. And remember, good over evil and God over devil and life over death. Do good and good to come back to you. And if you do evil, you are going to get your reward. You are going to get your reward. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. You are going to get a reward. No matter how much money you have and you continue to do people bad and do evil, nothing will save you. Your judgment is coming and we are living in Revelation. No. We are living in Revelation. The judgment is no. So that your judgment are come no. Right now. Your judgment is happening now. And you can't escape it. Can't escape the judgment. You get what I'm saying? And the fire will burn, can't cool. Fire always going to burn. So enough love and respect, peeps. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful week. Big up. All right, Sister Sandra and Sister Karen. Big up on yourself. Joy, everybody. Enough love and respect. Peace out.